don't think that's
All right. Salutations, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Crit One and Done's live stream. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Chris, and I'm joined by our players.
Mike, I'm playing Dangar Malice.
Doing this again? Jack, my name's Matt.
Austin playing Thaddeus. All right, there's our players.
You know me.
We're back with episode 3 tonight of my campaign, The Thieves, Gambit. And as always, if you'd like to check out any past episodes, clips, highlights, you can check us out on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. And as always, don't forget to check out our friends at wormstrove.com, where if you use the code CRIT1ANDDONE, you'll get 10% off your first order. And I'd like to start tonight's session off again by giving you a brief recap of our previous episode, so that we're all caught up and ready to roll some dice.
And we're affiliates now.
I'll get to that. Don't ruin it.
It's my phone.
Welcome to episode 3, sponsored by Ben's Bones. Have you ever wanted to take your family on a historical adventure to exhume the bones of Benjamin Franklin, but didn't know where you'd start? Come on down to Ben's Bones, the industry leader in exhuming the bones of Benjamin Franklin for educational family vacations or class trips. And now, back to the episode. When we last saw Jack, Thaddeus, and Dangar, they descended into the tunnel beneath the hunting cabin and eventually came face to face with more goblins, who were led by an ogre chieftain. An intense fight began, with the silent spectres claiming another victory. They recovered a piece of parchment from the chieftain with a picture of an ornate key drawn on it. Their missing woman of the night, Trixie, was found inside of a cage within this underground cavern. Before she succumbed to her wounds, she told the spectres that she overheard the ogre saying that their mission was a failure and could not locate what their boss wanted. Deciding to leave her body behind, the spectres made it back to their encampment and broke the news to the other women that Trixie was no longer of this world. After packing up the camp, they set forth on the remaining journey back to the city. After an almost disastrous encounter at the district gates, the spectres finally entered the Rivington district of the city of Baldur's Gate. After parting ways with the women, they made their way to the Wandering Wizard Tavern to meet their contact to receive payment for their recently completed necklace theft. After waiting a long time for their contact to show, they were deciding to leave when their contact, a man named Resnar, finally showed up. He seemed a bit distraught and was acting strangely. After Dangar cast a sleep spell on him, he dropped a note to the tavern floor with the word "help" written upon it. Before the spectres could react, a flurry of arrows crashed through the tavern windows and a group of thugs entered soon thereafter. After a brief exchange of unpleasantries, the spectres found themselves in combat once again. The tavern keep, Ian of Fallonville, a large minotaur, even joined in to help the spectres. Once the fight was over, they recovered the gold that the thugs stole from Resnar. The spectres left the tavern and were deciding on their next move. This is where our story continues.
All right. I do want to apologize for last session because we did not shout out our friend Hans Tibbs, Junior Associate Manager over at Elio's Pizza Incorporated. He helped compile our episode recaps. Hans, thank you for your continued service to Crit One and Done and to the frozen food community. You're doing a good job out there. Okay, so also we want to shout out everybody. Huge thank you because we are now Twitch affiliates. Thank you to everyone who's followed us here on Twitch. Affiliate, woo! So hopefully we'll figure out exactly what we're gonna do with affiliate status and keep going. All right, so
hands off the merchandise.
Dice.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
All right,
I'll
you
give
guys
you
ready?
that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, man.
Ready to start session 3?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes.
Okay.
I take it back. I'm going home.
All right, so you guys emerge back out onto the street. It's, again, a hot summer day. The heat's bearing down on you, but it's a little bit later in the day at this point. It's starting to cool off a little bit.
Yeah, we were in that bar for what, like 3-4 hours waiting for
We were in there.
You were in there for a
while.
long
for a
time.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years.
I mean, at this point, you know, you got into a huge bar fight. People are dead. The bartender, Ian of Fallonville, did tell you he'd clean things up, but may not be a good idea to stick around. You know, you don't know how much noise you caused. You don't know if there's anyone called any guards. So,
And you said I was feeling like somebody's.
Yeah. Your spidey sense was
correct.
All right. So are we're like just now leaving the bar?
Yes, and also if you want to kind of hold this up, and I mean, I know all of us have played Baldur's Gate 3, so we have an idea of what the city layout is kind of.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You're in the district of Rivington, which is the southernmost district.
It's like where the carnival is in Baldur's Gate, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're south of the river, and there's no other districts that are south of the river except Rivington.
Yep.
To get to the main part of the city, you have to cross Worms Crossing, which is the bridge.
Gotcha.
So at this point,
And then we fight Gortash.
no, we are not fighting Cortez or any of those.
We don't have any nether stones.
But here, check out the map.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I remember you should. So we're down here, right?
Yeah.
You want to
So we
hold it
gotta-
up to the camera? Hold on.
Which one? We have so many cameras, it's hard to tell.
I know.
Is
It's an idea. They're here,
We-
all the way at the bottom.
We have 2.
like,
We have 2.
we're very high tech here
Yes.
at Crit One and Done.
Well, I think you and I haven't eaten, so we're both probably. I don't think we've eaten since breakfast. So
I've
we're
eaten
both
some
probably
deliciousness.
Keep in mind also, Rivington's not a very bustling district. There's not a lot of shops or points of interest. I call it a pass through district. You know, people make their way through it to get into the city. It's basically residential. There might be a few shops here and there. There is a main general store. It's like the biggest store in the district. But other than that, there's nothing really noteworthy.
All right.
Give me
I want to roll perception to see if there's any other, like, if there's guards coming, if there's any kind of alert going on, considering we just kind of destroyed the shit out of this bar and
Okay.
killed a bunch of people.
Sure.
They destroyed the bar.
Perception 8.
You don't really see or hear anything. There's no visible guards rushing to the tavern.
Okay.
The fighting occurred
Inside.
indoors.
Right.
No one, since the Wandering Wizard is kind of off in an alley, off the main thoroughfare.
Right.
There's
Okay.
not really a lot of traffic to and from.
Okay.
All right. You want to go to? You guys want to go to the general store, get some health potions and stuff
It's not a bad idea.
before we continue forward? See what
It's
they
not
got.
a bad idea.
We can do
Yeah, I
that.
think we're lacking a little bit.
Is
of
there a
health
general
potions.
store over here?
He
There
said
is.
there was. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know where it is? Being that we are from the city.
Rivington's not a
It's-
giant district.
It's small enough we can.
It's small
just-
enough.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want us to throw that up?
Yeah. You know what? Get.
Austin, tell me the difference in those two.
There's a
You want-
halfling over there.
That's a D6.
Grab that little halfling.
They're both D6s.
Really?
The one with the knives?
Yeah.
No, I know.
He's
I
a
did the
he'll
same
be a
exact thing.
placeholder.
2d6.
The one is always opposite the highest
Yeah,
number.
no, I know.
Just
Alright.
throw up something real simple.
Yeah, real
Where's the-
simple. It's not.
Where's the fences?
Those
Little white
Those
box.
are always good for.
Yeah. Bear with us. By the way, everybody, how's the volume? Everything sounding good tonight?
Actually, and the markers, Chris.
I had the
General
markers.
store.
Oh, they're right here.
Okay. We don't have to go too crazy with this if we're just going to be kind of in and out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hans Tibbs himself in the stream.
We'll see.
All right. General store, temporarily
Hans,
on
what's
fire.
the chance of Elio's becoming an official sponsor? Can we get some pizza delivered?
Yo, look us up.
Yeah, deliver us frozen pizza.
I got a
Yeah.
chest freezer now, so I can stock up.
All right. So we roll up to the general store.
All right.
We walk inside. What are we looking at?
You guys.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna be behind you guys.
you guys come in. There's a little bell. Ding, ding, ding. You know, creaky door. It's a rather large shop, but it's pretty bare bones. There's nothing crazy about it.
My inventory.
This place basically stocks all the necessities for the basics. You know, food, drink, some basic tools and potions. Nothing specialized. It's run by a halfling named Brigus Hardbottom.
Okay.
And as you walk in, Brigus is helping a few other customers that are just milling about the shop. So he mostly caters to the locals and those that are passing through Rivington. And like I said, basic selection of everyday items. You're not going to find any magic, armor or weapons here.
Are we the only ones in there?
And he just said
No, there's a couple other
people.
customers, but
Okay. So I just walk right up to him, and so I know this dude already.
you don't know him. I mean,
Okay.
you may have visited the shop before, but it's not like you're friends with him.
Okay.
He doesn't really recognize you. This guy deals with a lot of people.
Okay.
I mean, it's one of the only main shops in the district. But as you approach him, he says, "Hello there, gents. What can I do for you today?"
Just looking for health potions right now, Brigus. Nothing fancy.
Oh, health potions, I got a few of those. I mean, are you looking for anything crazy? I mean, you want some basic health potions? You look like strong men. Maybe greater or superior? I got a few of them.
Just one greater for me will be fine.
One greater, alright.
Do I notice? Can I roll perception to see if are there any of the potions, or are they all behind him, or are there any like around the store, like any of the shelves or any of the ledges?
I mean, a lot of his stock is visible on the shelves. There's nothing really hidden per se. I wouldn't say that he's hiding anything from you guys.
All right, where are the superior healing potions relative to my position in the middle of the room?
Let's just say that there is like a shelf behind the counter, where he stocks a lot of like the potions and maybe like dried herbs and goods like that.
Okay.
Maybe a few bottles of liquor here and there.
While he's helping him, I go to Jack. Jack, go
What
to
is
the
this
far
gonna
corner
run me,
and call him
Grace?
over for help.
Alright, hold on a second. Let me just check my ledger here.
Run distraction, Jack. I'll nab us some potions.
Let me see what kind of weird mystery potions.
You don't have to whisper because I don't have to hear what you're saying per se. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
trying to tell Jack.
I know what you're trying to
go
do.
to the
all right?
corner.
I'm not stupid.
Ask him to come over. Yeah, but he doesn't. He might be stupid.
You're
I
looking
don't know
for
his
superior?
intelligence.
No, greater.
Okay, hold on one second. I should have
look for
prepped for
potions of
this.
growth?
1 second.
Try and get even bigger.
Maybe there's some in the corner. You should call him over. Call him over, Jack.
Hold on.
Got those sticky fingers. We're the sticky bandits.
We're not the sticky bandits.
Ooh.
Alright, you looking for a greater healing potion, mate?
Yes, that's what I said, Brigus.
I only got a couple left. I haven't, my main alchemy supply hasn't come through in a few weeks. I'm running a little bit low, so it's gonna run you like 200 gold apiece, mate.
I stare at him and say, Brigus, that's ridiculous. You're gonna give me one for 40 gold, and that's it.
For 40 gold? Are you kidding me?
I want to run persuasion.
I won't even make a profit.
Sounds like
Yes.
intimidation. Sounds like
I'm not into. I'm just.
That's it.
I'm just staring at him in my dry tone. I'm just telling him. I want to persuade him.
All right.
Top perception.
9.
You have no modifier?
No, that's with my
No.
modifier.
He rolled a 2.
All right, the OG dice are going in dice jail.
You do not persuade him.
Okay.
Hey, 40 gold, Alright, look. You seem like a nice fella. I said 200. I can do it for 175.
Fuck you, Brigus.
Get out of my shop then. I don't got time for the likes of you.
I turn around, walk away from him, and I just walk out the
I
front
go,
door.
Burgess, I need some help over here. I want to know if you have any of these potions of pugilism.
Potions of pugilism. Mate, listen. I'm a general store. I ain't got no specialized potions.
Who said I'm special?
I ain't got nothing but a couple healing potions, some antidotes, stuff like that. You need a potion of puja, whatever the fuck you said?
Yeah.
Go see an alchemist. I ain't got that.
Yeah, but this one over here looks just like it. Come look.
What are you talking about?
I rolled to persuade him to come take a look-see-poo. Hold on. Let me get to my shit. What's my persuasion? 1+4. Hello?
It's while he's talking to him. So I walked out. I want to roll stealth to kind of creak the door back.
What'd you
open.
roll?
An 8.
Yeah, let's take a look at it, mate. What are you talking about? I don't got none of those.
Right over here on the
So
top
he
shelf.
Okay, you're
So-
gonna have to reach up there. I can't reach. My ladder's over the other side of the shop.
As he's walking over there, I want to try to stealth behind the counter and grab some of those greater and superior healing potions.
All right, roll for it.
It's a 10. 22 for stealth.
Yeah. There are a couple other customers in the shop, but no one's currently looking to check out. Everyone's kind of milling about,
Yeah.
looking at items, maybe coming and going. So,
And then I want to try to use sleight of hand to grab one superior and one greater.
okay.
I would roll 2 d20s.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna matter.
Wait. Before that, you need to pick which one is which. That's what I would say.
I know, but his sleight of
Well,
hand is ridiculous.
it doesn't matter. They're
Oh.
both plus 12, so
Okay.
this one's a 27 and this one's a 22.
Jesus Christ.
What is that thing that just popped up in the chat?
Let me see. Do I have to start banning people
Oh,
again?
someone subscribed.
Subscribe. All right.
Hey,
Thank you.
Who subscribed?
Thank you.
Tier 1 sub!
Let's go.
Let's go!
Awesome.
First sub!
Woo! First sub, thank you.
And while we're distracted by the
C-pop.
subs, I take another potion. Well, I was distracted. I steal more stuff.
No, we're not breaking the wall for that.
It's a 27.
Pay
and a
attention.
27 and a 22.
Yes. So, tell me what you're doing.
So, as he's walking around, I look around. There's no one. I stealthily move behind the counter. I see the potions. I just grab one in each hand and slip them into my pockets, and then walk back to the front of the counter while he's helping Jack.
Obviously, add those to your inventory.
Give my dice. Yes, I
Very well done, Thaddeus and Jack, for causing the distraction.
I was gonna start a fire.
You guys are robbing this innocent halfling, but you guys aren't goody two shoes. I get it. You got to do what you got to do.
All right. So, are you talking to him more about this? What potion was it?
Potion of pugilism.
All right. So you clearly ripped this fucking potions off him, but
Yes.
as you're dealing with this, you reach up and you grab the potion, and
He goes, mate, that's a fucking antidote. It ain't got that thing. So I don't know what you're talking about.
It was
listen,
green.
Listen, are we gonna deal in real items here, or you're just wasting my fucking time? I got other customers.
I'm slowly walking out. And when I see Dangar out there,
So when he creaks the door open like to come out, I want to cast Create Bonfire behind the counter.
okay.
Create Bonfire doesn't have to be a big, huge thing, but I want to create just a little, almost like a little garbage can fire.
Okay.
Enough that it would get his attention. And
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of lean in through the door and just
I see him doing this. I
Like-
hold the door open
like
for
right
him.
over his shoulder.
There's a little bonfire over there if you want to put it on the board.
There you go. And just set a little fire in the corner, like. And I'm not dropping a fireball on the whole place.
Yeah.
but-
So this little fire starts coming up behind the counter, and all of a sudden
Oi, anybody smell that? What is?
When I hear that,
he's sniffing the air, and he goes,
Oh shit! Fire! Fire!
so he runs. He's like running around. He doesn't know what to do. He's looking for things to throw at the fire. He's grabbing a couple flasks of water. He starts throwing it at the fire.
I look
I
at
still-
Jack and I say,
yeah.
Jack, I really wish time for us to
The
make
other
leave."
customers in the store kind of
Kool-Aid
panicking and
Man
running
through the
out.
wall.
I think it's time we make our leave, Jack.
Yeah.
I want to. So we're waiting outside. You said the other customers are running out.
Yes,
I
there's
wanna-
a fire. They're not sticking around.
I want to run sleight of hand to like kind of bump one of them and pickpocket them as they're like
Okay.
flying out the door.
It's a good idea.
I cause a distraction. I
Come
Kool-Aid
on.
Man.
Christ, 9.
As the person's running past you, you go to reach into their pocket, and they kind of just bump into you, and they're just like, "What the?" They notice what you're doing, but at the same time, they're trying to run from a fire.
Yeah.
So you don't know what they may be doing once they run out of the store. Maybe they're going to call a guard. But as of right now, they're just trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So he slammed into him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
So they just run off then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. At this point, I think maybe we make our way over to Worms Crossing, get ourselves into Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, so this temperature is getting quite hot out here.
Especially when you're causing fires indoors, it gets a little warm.
Right
And
when
as we're walking away, I want to cast message to it. What was his name? Brickus?
Who?
The shop
store.
owner.
Oh, Hardbottom. Brigus.
Brickus.
Yeah.
I want to cast message on him and say, "Fuck you, Brickus."
Okay.
So
You cast it.
I cast a message.
So
and
as he's trying to put out this fire,
He
he
hears
hears
right-
in his mind like "fuck you," and he doesn't know where it came from. And he's just even more distraught. He's just like freaking out right now.
As he's doing that, I take out one of my superior healing potions. I go, "This is for you, Dangar. Consider it a gift." And I hand you
Alright,
one
so-
superior
I take
healing
the-
potion.
Yep.
superior
Go on
forward.
minus
Alright.
one from. You wanted a greater. You got a superior, my guy.
I have
All
some
right, then
potions
says-
on me though. I didn't.
Listen, all right then. Says I would probably try to get sour Skittles at the general store. They give me stomachache if I eat in one sitting, but many times I will continue on with the eating. Yeah, I mean it's like a bag of chips. Once you open it, you can't stop.
Skittles are way better than chips.
Nah, that's debatable.
All right,
It's a
gentlemen.
time and a place. Time and a place.
All right,
Dangar, I'm quite hungry. Are you guys hungry?
I can eat.
Let's get to Worms. Let's get into the city. Let's find a nice place to get some
Let's
food.
get to the city.
I don't want that
All right,
human
so you
slop
guys,
that the other
you guys
want to
make your way to
we're-
towards Worms Crossing?
Yeah, let's find a nice restaurant. Talk
Alright,
about
alright.
what happened. We should probably talk about what happened.
Keep in mind
when we're gonna
again,
meet.
I'm not cloning Baldur's Gate 3, so you're going to see some of the same districts and maybe some of the same points of interest, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be a copy of the game.
Yeah, that's fine.
So don't expect the same things to be in the same places. It's
I don't even know where anything is, so
all right. Fair
I'm
enough.
useless without the map.
Careful with your feet.
All right, so you're going to approach Worms Crossing, which
Okay.
is the very large bridge that spans the River Keonthar.
Yeah.
Gets you to the other side of the city.
We need bridge music.
Yes, we do it. We need music.
Yeah,
turn that on.
music.
Bridge music.
Bear with us.
Like, you ever see the Always Sunny episode? This isn't boat
I
music.
always mess this up, but if you think of, I think it's Florence in Italy. There's a bridge that runs over one of the rivers, and there's buildings built onto the bridge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what Worms Crossing is like.
Yep.
It's a very large bridge that supports a couple buildings. So you can cross over, and there's buildings on each side.
Okay.
1 second. Get some tunes going.
Nice.
The House of 1,000 Desires. That's in Baldur's Gate, not Worms Crossing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is on Worms Crossing.
It's in
Is
Worms
it?
Crossing. Oh, okay.
Oh, it is.
I was just gonna say something.
on
You
the
can,
right
you
side.
can return the foot.
Yeah.
Can return the foot.
Or I can
Hold on.
bash with the foot.
So we're doing Worms Crossing first. Let me.
Correct.
All right.
Hold
Let me,
on 1
where did
second.
I already lost the marker that I had 2 seconds ago.
Maybe you want to keep the foot for my flurry of blows.
Do we want to put stone down, Chris, since we're going over
Footy
the
of
bridge?
blows.
One,
No, keep it.
You take
the
like
wood.
the
Even
foot
for the
like
bridge?
this.
Yeah.
It's like jabbing. Let's get a moment.
All right. So,
Just put it down.
I know,
also,
I'm
maybe
not
Stoner
playing
is so
that.
unreasonable with pricing because he had to grow up with the name Hardbottom.
Yeah, hard bottom.
You think he'd be a little tough with that name,
Yeah.
Tough ass.
Have to go through some
Hard
struggles.
ass.
It's a character from the
All right,
Minions
so
movies.
again, you're approaching Worms Crossing. Hot summer day, but there's a nice breeze coming over because you're very high up in the air.
Or over the water.
You're
like-
over the water. Like I said, the bridge is lined by several buildings, several shops, on each side of the bridge. You also know that the brothel
water.
where the women of the night you traveled with
Nice.
are employed is on Worms Crossing. It's been a while since you guys have actually been south of the city, so some of the buildings here and shops look a little newer to you.
Okay. 8 Mile.
Oh yeah. Do you wish to enter any of these shops or the brothel itself?
I want to look around and see specifically what we're looking at. I want to
Yeah.
see first if there's a
You
suitable
should know
restaurant.
the area, though.
Yeah.
But he just said some of the buildings already look new. Like we don't
okay,
recognize some of them.
All right. I'll
So
aid you on your possession since I'm looking for food too.
Jesus.
You can roll with advantage. I'll aid you.
I need a different D20. That one's going in prison
Where's
too.
the jumpy ones?
No, I need the copper one. Christ. 6.
Here's the jumpy ones.
I'll be chasing it all over the table.
It's very crowded. There's a lot of people moving about. I mean, you basically, as you walk past things, you're gonna notice. Okay, you walk past a couple of street hawkers selling various fruits and vegetables, maybe some fish.
All right. So then, as we're walking, then I want to just see what's the one building to my right.
The building to your right, the main large building, is going to be
The House of Thousand Desires.
House of a Thousand Desires, is the brothel.
I kind of agree with you, Thaddeus. I think we need to sit down a little bit. We definitely need to go talk to Madame Fancy Lady.
Dumont.
Madame Dumont. But
Do you want to go directly in, or do you want to see...
No, that's what I'm saying. I think we need to go sit down somewhere first before we go talk to Madame
I'm
Dumont.
quite Paul.
I know of her. I've only met her in passing. We need to have some kind of plan. We don't just want Jack walking in. Here's a leg.
Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah!
Bust through the
leg.
window.
So I would just say we keep walking. We let
Okay,
Thaddeus.
Okay, like I said, you're going to notice there are street hawkers.
Do we see a place where we can sit, like someone's with food?
There's
where
no
we can
like
sit?
restaurant on the bridge per se, or like inn or tavern. But there are a couple, stalls along the bridge that are grilling up some fish. That have a couple maybe like stools you could sit at.
Go for some fish.
Yeah. Sounds delicious.
So if you
All
want to,
So
approach one of the
just like
vendors.
a little fish.
We'll say over here to the left, I guess.
Let's say this
Since we said the brothel's to the right.
Don't you have a stall?
Yeah, but they're not painted.
Is it a guy,
Yeah.
guy or a girl running the stall? I
That
put a
doesn't
girl.
matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay,
Doesn't
so I
matter.
put a girl.
There's like a little table. I'll get
Yeah.
some chairs. Well, we don't need the chairs. We can just sit. There's a table there that we can sit at.
Just get a kind of put a bunch of
Throw
people.
some
Like,
heaps.
yeah, yeah. Just
All right, so as you approach,
shit ton of minis up there.
Just get a bunch, honestly.
Yeah.
Just get a bunch.
Anything that's painted, just toss them out. Perfect.
as you approach, you notice there's maybe like one or two people visiting the stall. It's not really too busy, despite how crowded it is on the bridge.
Are we
Um,
up in the
Some
clouds?
guards.
What do you mean by up in the clouds?
Like we high enough to where the cloud can pass through?
No, I wouldn't say this. No, you're not up in the freaking sky.
Do it. And the fog rolls in.
That's the steam from the pot of fish stew.
There you go.
That is being cooked up right now.
That's the steam coming out of the brothel. It's
Uh,
a sweaty brothel.
So this is
There
a
we go.
quick,
Nice.
like quick meal. It's not a sit down establishment per se. You just
But we can go to the table. We can talk a game plan.
let's just say it's not the most prominent vendor in the city.
Some stanky fish.
Do we recognize them? Do we know who they are or no?
You've never eaten here before.
Is that a woman?
Yeah.
Madam, how are you? My associates are. We're looking for some food.
Greetings there, young one. Would you like some fish stew?
Fish stew? What kind of fish is inside?
I look over at Jack. I roll my eyes.
Whatever they give me down at the docks, honey. I don't know what kind of fish it is. It's just fish. I put a few potatoes, some leeks, a little bit of cream.
Potatoes. Can I roll?
Mix it all in, and there you go. There's your fish stew. Are you awesome enough?
Can I roll some perception to smell? See if I can smell the stew fish.
Daniel is like already disgusted by this woman. Like,
14.
As you lean in to the pot, she's looking at you like, what are you doing? Kind of thing. But
He's wafting.
it doesn't smell awful. It doesn't smell great either. It's gonna fill your belly.
All right, I'll take one stew, please.
Anybody else want one in your party here? It's just you, love.
No. I will be taking one.
One, and how about you, Pointy Ear?
you get that filth away from me.
All right then. Too
like-
fancy for my stew? All right then, 2 silver, love.
For his stew, I'll pay for his stew. So 4
Yeah,
silver?
2 silver, 1 silver each.
Oh, there you go.
What a kind friend.
So subtract 2 silver.
All right, I do that. I grab the bowls.
So she ladles up into some bowls that look like they've never been washed. Plops it into the bowl and hands it over to you. It's piping hot. It's gonna be, it's gonna fill you up. It's gonna warm your belly.
All right.
Maybe piping hot stew is not the best thing on a hot summer sweaty day, but you're hungry.
Ice cream.
I don't think they have ice cream.
Orange sorbet.
We go over to the table. I say, Dango, you sure you don't want anything to eat? Look, nothing but bones.
I'm just like disgusted at this. I was like, I cannot eat this filth from that fucking savage. We need to find somewhere with a nice elven chef that can prepare something that is suitable for my stomach.
Hold on. I want to show. This is what I get. Hold on. It should be our new sponsor.
That I could eat.
You can't see it at all.
It was like too bright.
Too bright.
Whatever.
That's right. So, Dango, what are you thinking should be the game plan here? I say it.
Just do. What?
I just go, oh, wow, that's tasty.
Well, I don't know if we should even be bringing Jack into the house of 1,000 pleasures.
Do you want the leg?
He makes a point. No, I do not want to carry that fucking leg.
I'm sure Jock would love to partake in many of those pleasures.
Oh, yeah. We're not going there for pleasure. We're going there for business.
Some say business is pleasure.
Fine. Fine.
We also have a necklace from the heist that was Reznar's granddaughter's. Was it great grandmother's necklace?
That
Reznar's?
wasn't going anywhere.
It was his.
That's just something we
He
can
gifted
sell
it to.
at this
He
point.
That's what I'm
gifted it to
saying.
his niece though.
Yes, but I'm saying like we
Where
have
it was going to.
we have
Yeah, he was trying to gift it to his niece for her wedding.
we have
and it was
Reznar's
stolen.
necklace. We got a gold ring and a silver bracelet from those women that we could also sell. So we got some things to sell. We could meet with Dumont. Do you want to try to sell these things first, or
There's really only one prominent shop besides the brothel on the bridge. You could visit it if you'd like. Your basic two main options are going to be either the shop or the brothel.
Well, we definitely need to go to the brothel. We need to go talk to Madame Dumont.
do you want to sell the stuff first? Try to move the goods.
I mean, we're right here. Before we go further down the, I mean, because the Worms Crossing is
It's long.
it's long.
Yeah.
It's a decent bridge, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Let's.
big
We're here. Just finish
It's not the Golden Gate, but you know.
that fucking filth. And I see Jack is just like happily doesn't give a shit.
Slurping it up.
Smells good.
Fish scales, bones, go
Like waving
flying.
it under his nose.
Finish your food. We'll go talk to her. Worst case, we'll knock her out. We'll go from there.
I finish my bowl and I just toss it back at the lady. That's it. I'm done.
I finish mine and I bring it over to them and go, pardon my friend. He hasn't eaten in days.
It's alright, love. I've seen worse. Thank you for your patronage. You have a nice day, eh?
All right.
So you guys
Gangar,
leave the
what am I
little
ordering?
sitting area at the fish vendor.
Vanguard Jack, lead the way.
So you're making your way to the brothel?
Yeah, the brothel would be right over here. We would have passed it like right as we came onto the bridge.
Okay. I want you to
brothel.
set the interior of the brothel.
Brothel
I want you to set up the bar in full. I'm pretty sure Matt has most of the bar interior stuff there. I don't think we need anything from the shelf. No women. All the women are here. I do want you to pull her off though for right now. And I want you to give me the bookshelf and the desk too.
Are there guards inside there? Like,
There is going to be a guard, but not a city. These are like city guards. Give me the front door though.
I don't think the front door is over here.
No.
This one?
No. Where is it?
A nice chair.
Do you have it over there, the little front door?
No, the front door is not over here.
No.
That fancy door.
It's not fancy, but I don't know where it is. Nah, we don't need it. It's fine.
You don't want to just use this one?
Yeah, you can use it. Fine. Take the vendor off.
Yeah, I don't see anything over here.
But so where do you want this to start?
Thanks, Mark. Take care, bud. Just bear with us while we set up the next scene.
This is your type of chef.
Hope everyone's having a good night.
What was that?
I have no idea.
That usually means
Something happened.
yeah.
I didn't get a pop-up though.
Yeah, it'll come.
That usually means a sub.
Does it?
It's like that little wind chimey sound, right?
Yeah, but I think it's an alert for multiple things.
Oh, that here. This guy's a bartender.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy's gonna be as soon as you enter.
Okay.
Put a few tables like in the corner over here, and draw some stairs like going up.
Lost
With
the
the
marker.
marker.
Lost the marker again.
You seen
Right
anyone?
here.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah. Just like a spiral staircase.
No, just stairs. That's fine. Doesn't have to be spiral, but that's fine.
Stairs.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Keep it going. We can set up while you.
All right. Yeah. We
right,
walk
so-
in. What do we see?
Well, you come upon a beautiful-looking building. It's adorned with many intricate patterns, designs carved into its woodwork. The sign hanging above the large wooden door reads, "The House of a Thousand Desires." It's elegantly written in cursive common, and has a red rose beneath the words. This establishment beckons all those who seek a bit of pleasure and fun. It's catering to the many needs of both locals and visitors. You guys know it's run by Madame Dumont. She's an aged but still very beautiful woman. She's owned the establishment for many years, and she's a very shrewd businesswoman.
What race is she?
Human.
She's human. Okay.
She's a old human. She has had much financial success over the years, not in just running the brothel itself, but in the keeping of secrets of those who frequent the brothel. And they wish their presence not to be known amongst their peers. Many people believe Madame Dumont employs spies that report to her, whether inside the brothel or out. She has her fingers dipped into many things, into many pots around the city. And she's blackmailed many a nobleman in her time.
We know that about her.
You know all this information. You've
Okay.
dealt with her in the past. You haven't worked for her many times, but enough.
Yeah. We're into some shady shit.
You've been to this establishment for other reasons too. Yep. Gotta watch out for those secret spies.
Do we have like a punch card
Smash
for
'em up.
frequent visits?
No, you do not. You do not own a membership or a punch card.
Have the Costco card.
Change
for
the
House
music.
of
I'd like to
Desires?
subscribe. Smash that sub button for the House of a Thousand Desires chat. House of
Okay,
a Thousand
so
Desires, not a sponsor.
all right. So as you guys enter, you're greeted by a doorman. He's a frighteningly tall and well-built Goliath named Vara. So as you come in, well. If it ain't these three pretty little criminals gracing us with their presence again.
Vara, it's always a pleasure. You look like you've lost weight.
So his seemingly angry demeanor turns into a big shit-eating grin as he sees Jack. And he grabs Jack by the arm and says, "Dark Fist, you old son of a bitch, you!" And
It's like
if you ever seen the movie Predator,
Yeah, I was just thinking
they
that.
grasp arms with their big muscles. Please roll for strength.
Get him.
He's trying to flex on you, bro. Can't just let him flex on you like that.
I was thinking that
14.
as soon as you said
14.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
So as you grab his arm, what do?
that. Rip it off.
No, I just flex and I squeeze. That's it.
And you beat him, right? You did.
Okay. I don't know. You tell me.
So
Good.
you're very familiar with Var. He's very familiar with you. You've known him for quite a long time. He respects you. You respect him. You always have little bets with each other. This is kind of a common thing. He hands you 1 gold for winning the challenge.
Ah, let's go.
My man.
So add 1 gold, please.
My boy Jack just ate some stew. He's feeling fresh.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
for some more.
When we
So he what were we gonna say?
when we walk in, the girls. I'm
Yeah.
assuming there's girls walking around walking. Do we notice the
All right.
ones
So
from our
basically,
camp?
the layout as you see as you enter, you've been here before, but just to set the scene, it's kind of a small hallway where you're coming in like a foyer almost. It leads into a big bar area. Many, a good amount of tables scattered about the bar area. There's a few, wenches running the bar. There's also like a lounge area with a small, stage for live music, musicians, bards. And then upstairs is where the rooms are.
The rooms.
So there's basically only 2 main rooms on this first floor. Your bar area and your lounge area. And there's some back rooms, kitchen and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But basically, after you win the challenge, Var's gonna say, "Oh, I haven't seen you guys in a few weeks, especially you, Jack. You're here pretty often. Where the hell you been, you scoundrel?"
Well, we just came from the woods.
Came from the woods, huh?
Yeah. A little camping trip, one might say.
What are you doing out in those woods besides camping? Anything more interested than that?
We can discuss that at a later time.
Jack, I'm not stupid. The girls came back and told me they traveled with you. You're an upstanding guy. What can I say? The girls came back. I know what happened. It's unfortunate, but you got them back safely. So I'm sure the madam will have to thank you for that.
We do need to speak with her. Is she available?
Hey, girl, come on over. Go fetch the madam. Tell them the specters are here. So he fetches one of the girls walking about the room, and she hurries up the stairs to see if the madam's available to meet with you. Do you want to do anything in the meantime?
I just kind of want to scope the room and see if I notice anything particularly valuable or.
Okay.
I kind of want to investigate to see any of the patrons. Are there any? Do I notice if they look like any of the higher ups?
Well, who wants to go first?
There we go. 21.
So you're rolling for perception.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a well kept bar inside of a brothel. It's very high end. The bar stools are cushioned.
But I'm looking to see if there's anything specifically
Worth stealing.
specific that I would notice is okay. That's worth more than.
She has some pretty nice looking paintings up on the wall. There might be a few mirrors. Mirrors are not a common item in many households. It's pretty high end items. Some nice candelabras on the tables, stuff like that.
Is there a good place to start a bonfire?
You don't see any treasure chests or anything like that, but.
Okay, can I roll?
But also, Var is not the only guard in.
No, I know.
In here, there's several guards that are employed. They're walking about, checking on
but
things.
You said there's some paintings. I want to do investigation now to see if any of the paintings are specific that.
Okay.
15. Sticking with the.
I mean,
blood
it's mostly landscapes. You're gonna see some landscape paintings of the city, the river.
Nothing that would jump out as
There's nothing,
Okay.
You're not in
like in awe of.
No, I would have made you roll history if you want to really know if anything's worth.
History. 10.
You're not an art historian. There's nothing standing out to you as you know it to be by a famous painter or valuable per se.
Okay.
I'm sure you could get a little bit of money if you stole some of these things.
But there's nothing in there that I would be
Correct.
itching
Correct.
to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to slowly walk to the bar and just perceive the room. I want to look for any if I notice any upper
noblemen or women.
Noblemen
right?
or anyone from the government.
They don't discriminate. All races and creeds and.
I want to see if anyone like that's in here, and also I want to look around if there's
and
any.
yes, Pop, very good drinks at this establishment.
Vara.
Got to lure the customers in for more than drinks.
And I want to know if there's any if I notice any coin purses that seem to be kind of loose fitting.
And no Picassos, no.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's a natural 1923.
So it's not very busy this time of day. It's late afternoon, early evening.
Yeah.
The brothel usually doesn't get busy till after dark. A lot of people don't want to be seen entering or leaving. So during the day, it's not so busy. You might notice a few people, sitting down around the bar or in the tables. There may be some clientele up in the rooms that you obviously can't see.
No one of note that would be that guy's
not at this point.
an archduke, or that guy. Okay,
No,
that guy's the head of the guard.
Not at this point. No.
Do I notice any loose hanging coin purses as I walk to the bar?
I mean, you might notice a couple people,
This portly
a
gentleman.
little inebriated, sitting down. Maybe either just having drinks or waiting for one of their favorite girls.
All right, I want to kind of stumble over and oh, Steve, how's it going? And just bump into this guy and slide a hand to try to steal his coins.
Go for it.
Oh, buddy, how's it going? I haven't seen you forever. I just kind of bash into him. 27.
So as you bash into him, you don't do it loudly because you don't
want to draw too much.
You don't want to draw too much attention.
No, Steve.
But you kind of bash into him,
Where's
and
Steve?
you kind of just,
How's it going there?
you lift his little coin purse off his belt, and he kind of just looks at you like, "Who the fuck are you?
It's me. You don't remember your old friend?
Get the fuck off of me!"
I don't know what happened to you. You used to be nice, Steve.
You looted 5 gold off him.
And then I kind of walk over to the bar, and my demeanor changes back as I walk over.
I want to
the
bring
bartender.
Fire over to the bar and say, hey, let's go get a drink, buddies. But, I haven't seen you.
Jack, I'd love to, but I'm on duty here. If you want to,
I don't want to hear that. One drink with your pal, come on.
The madam would kill me, bud. I can't do it. If you want to come by after I'm off my shift, I'll grab a drink with you, but I can't do it right now. I gotta watch the door.
I turn around
Fair
there.
enough.
So me and Jack kind of like
Hang on, come on.
just kind of make
Come
our
on.
way in.
I want to walk up to the bartender. I'm sorry. Do I know him by any chance?
It is a woman. She's a
Okay.
very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She's not available for hire, but they do employ very good-looking people, men and women, on this establishment to draw in their customers. So you approach the bar and she says, "Ah, Thaddeus, hello, darling. What can I get you?"
Oh, you know what I like. They're the finest reds that you have. What do you got?
We have a lovely red from the Elven cities.
My
Dangar?
my
But,
my
but
pointy
my love,
ears
you know
perk
it
up
comes at
little
a
bit.
premium, but I can get you one if you'd like.
Oh, how much for one? I forget the prices. I haven't been here in so long.
It's a gold each glass.
Oh, give me 2, please. I'm gonna get one for my good friend Dangar. He's the mopey tall fellow over there coming on over.
I know, Dangai. He's not an ale drinker, that one.
So I'll give her the 2 gold.
Correct. And she pours you some very nice looking red wine. This establishment does cater to the high end clientele.
I hold it up to the light. I give it the twirl. I sniff. I go back. I sniff again. I twirl it. And then I sniff a third.
She also rolls her eyes a little.
I lightly
All right,
shove
bud.
that.
I take it knowing that it's Elven ale, and it's just like, all right, then it's Elven wine. And just,
like you've never drank before.
finally, something of note.
I slightly, both my hands, I just push them out of the way. What's this girl's name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Let me get some brewskis. What you got?
Would you like the Baldurian IPA, or would you like?
I'll take 3.
All right, that'll be 5 silver, love.
Stop drilling. You struck oil. Would you like? I'll take 3.
I'll take 3.
You have any human soup?
Thank you.
So she hands you in these nice pewter mugs.
I just down 2 immediately, and I put them back on the bar. And the last one, I'm just like,
All right. I'm looking over. Eyes wide. Like,
I roll my eyes, not surprised. We know this is how Jack is, but every time he gorges himself on something, I can't help but just be like, Jesus Christ.
All right. So as you
But
guys
my
are all-
mood does perk up a little bit. Like I have find something to drink. Like
Yeah.
I want to tell you. I go. My good friend Dangar is starving. He needs some food. What nice food do we have back here?
Well, today. Let me summon the cook. Hold on. So she runs to the back, speaks to the cook, comes back. All right. Today we got a little blood sausage. We've got we could whip up a nice meat and cheese platter for you loves. It's not dinner time yet, so we're kind of in between. But what would you like?
Meat and cheese pie.
Meat and
sounds
cheese.
meat
delicious.
and cheese sounds lovely.
A little charcuterie board. All right. You want me to make a big enough one for all you?
Yes.
All right. So she runs to the back again. Another couple minutes go by, and the chef walks out with a nice
2 of them.
big platter of some grapes, some nice fine cheeses,
Grapes you can eat like a
some
king.
blood sausage, maybe a little gabagool,
Some prosciutto.
some prosciutto.
Little mortadella.
Yeah, how you doing?
I get grape juice.
This is
all
gonna
over
run
my
you
belly.
2 gold.
I'll get.
It's some very nice meats and cheeses.
On this,
very
I'm
high end.
Dangar's happy to pay for this.
Okay. So you hand
What?
over the money.
But you said the chef comes out and kind of brings it out to us.
Correct.
What race is the chef?
He's an orc.
Brother.
Orcs like food. I'm okay with that.
As the orc is waddling out with the platter, he kind of winks at Jack. You know him a little bit. He's You know, an orc, a fellow orc, you know?
Okay.
I don't know if we wink at each other. Alright, that works.
Alright, keep in mind, you know, you're killing some time. You're not, like, gonna be sitting here for, like,
No,
hours.
no, no. We're just
Yeah.
waiting for the lady to come down.
Correct. So you're gonna be eating, you're gonna be drinking, and at this point, the girl's gonna come back downstairs, and she's gonna speak to Vara, and Vara's gonna walk over to you, and he's gonna say, he's gonna walk over and say, you know, again, good job, guys, bringing the girls back. I'm sure they probably promised you guys a few things. Be sure to collect, but I'm sure the madam's also gonna be thrilled. And guess what? She's ready to meet with you. Do you want to head upstairs?
Sounds good to me. Let me just get one more wine for the walk over. I want to get one more nice glass of wine.
Still have my
Go
one
for it.
glass that I held on to.
I'm savoring every sip of my wine.
So I get
Kind
my
of saying C-pop. Is that who I think it is? Does anybody know who it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
wine. All right. So, do we follow him?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. At this point, let's head up.
Are you taking point, Mike? You're on the lead.
Yeah. I'll. This is good.
All right. So
So we're following Vara up. The
yeah. Now
stairs.
get rid of wipe the board. You can just kind of push everything to the side, and just set up a little office.
Well, let's just leave this and we'll set up the office on a different part of the
Okay,
floor.
that's fine. I could always move the. I'll move the
Yeah,
camera
move
over.
the camera. Ah,
So this is Madame Dumont. Put her behind the desk in the
and
chair.
we'll just have this be like the corner office.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. You know, put the. I think I put a few bookshelves over there too.
We don't have bookshelves.
I thought I did.
No.
No.
Desk with some books.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some books.
Who's he?
You want like these?
Yeah, yeah. Put them behind the madam.
You made another one?
1 second.
Is that good?
And it's just her in this room.
What? Did he lead us all the way up? Or no?
All right. So
Borrow my boy.
My good time buddy.
Jack made a friend.
I've met many friends.
That's true.
you've been in here before, but to set the scene, you walk into the office. It is magnificently, splendidly decorated. All manner of trinkets, baubles from around the realms. Madame Dumont is a pretty prominent figure in Baldur's Gate. You know, she's not attending all the balls and the parties of the upper class.
Right.
Because, you know, the upper class does see her as a brothel owner. They don't really associate with the likes of her. But she holds sway over a lot of people.
Anna wants to know if she can come make an appearance. She's on her way home.
Sure.
I told her, go ahead.
Why not?
Yeah.
Come see the setup.
But so we're walking into the office now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Varo coming in with us or no?
No, Vara's is still downstairs.
Oh, okay.
So he goes back. He goes all the way back downstairs.
He's the doorman.
Correct. Yeah, he's the
man
doorman.
He's IDing everyone.
So it's,
Yeah, there's gonna be a couple. There might be like a guard or two out in the hallway because
Okay.
besides the office, these are the girls' rooms along the hallway.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You might be
Okay.
hearing a few sounds as you come down the hallway. You know, some interesting sounds.
Just
all
walk
right.
in.
So there's.
Like
it's
in
not
my
like we're
hands.
completely alone on the second floor
No,
of this building.
no.
Okay.
She's also very fond of plants and flowers. There's a very sweet smell as you enter of candles, flowers. It's a very, very nice office. She's also amply puffing along on a hookah as you come into the office, so you smell that. That's tobacco. She is rather kind, but you also know her to be very calculating. Anyone who've crossed her in the past know that they may never be seen again. So as you come in, the silent specters. Hello, Thaddeus, Dangar Jack. Please have a seat. So you guys come in, you plop down.
It's a little snug.
You know, it's very unfortunate that Trixie
Sure,
didn't.
roll strength check. See if you can hold
It's
it.
very unfortunate that Trixie didn't make it back. Terrible bit of business that was. The pretty thing. She was one of the newer girls, but she didn't have a very large client base as of yet. Easily replaceable. And she waves her hand in the air kind of dismissively.
I'm a little impressed by how much she's just like, yeah.
Like I said, nice but can be cold and calculating.
True.
What am I gonna do with this leg, ladies?
But I do suppose I have all of you to thank for bringing the rest of the girls back to the city.
We brought the rest to Trixie as well.
And, of course, you know, you shall be rewarded for your services in turn. But that's not why I summoned you up here to my office. It's good timing that you've arrived when you have. You see, the last couple of months, we've had a bit of a problem around the Worms Crossing. As you know, the men down at the Smuggler's Cove can be a bit of a rough bunch. But there's one in particular that has been causing us problems. You know, my sources tell me that all these recent pirate raids along the Sword Coast are bringing a lot of smugglers that we haven't seen before to the city. A lot of the smugglers don't tend to come up to the crossing. They kind of like stay down at the river.
Like at the water level.
At the water level. They're not really trying to make themselves known in the city. They don't want to bring too much attention to themselves, but this particular person she's talking about has been coming up and has been causing some disturbance. You know, she basically tells you that a couple of them have been coming up, spending their hard-earned money from these pirate raids, because the pirates are smuggling the goods back, bringing the goods back into the city, and then trading with the smugglers, and they're smuggling the goods into the city. So the smugglers have been a little bit laden of coin as of late. So she tells you that one of the smugglers did rough up one of the girls pretty badly. They even knocked her unconscious. But the guy left before they found the girl lying unconscious in her room. So they didn't catch him. They couldn't track him down per se, but they know who did it. Clearly, he hired the girl, went into the room, beat the living crap out of her. Tuned her up. And, no, she's pretty pissed off about this, him disrespecting her establishment, and also, you know, you get someone tuned up like that, no one's gonna want to, no one's gonna want to spend time with that, that girl for quite a while until she's healed up.
Okay.
So, you know, normally I'd contact one of the mercenary guilds for a job like this, but many of the mercenaries are out dealing with these pirate raids I've told you about. We don't know when they'll be returning to the city, so I'm a bit short on muscle as of late. I know you guys are more of the sneak in, sneak out type, under the cover of darkness. You're not straight up rushing into battle. But if you were to say, you know, deal with this problem on a more permanent basis, I'd be more than grateful for your help.
Grateful in what way?
Well, as you ask that question, she rings a bell, and a strikingly beautiful tiefling girl enters the room. You could just pick one of the girls and have her come in.
Tiefling Lego?
Despite her
Okay.
beauty, though, this beauty is temporarily scarred by all the bruises that you could see about her face. So this is the girl that was tuned up.
That got knocked around. Okay.
Yeah. She walks in slowly, her head's hanging low. She whispers, Yes, Madame Dumont? These men here are going to take care of this problem for us.
Is the door open?
No, at this point, the door's shut again.
The front door of your house.
Oh, the front door you locked it? Yeah. Matt, or Austin, if you want to let her in. 1 second, everybody. We have a guest entering.
Well, I want to say, but with all due respect, madam, we didn't agree to handle anything yet.
Well, you know, let's discuss this a bit more.
Yeah, that's. If you're familiar with us and we're familiar with you, you know that we deal on very precise terms. There's nothing left to chance. If you're gonna hire the Silent Spectres, you need to tell us exactly what you want done, and we need to know the exact payment.
Was I not clear enough saying I need a permanent solution to this problem?
You were, but you didn't say how you want it. I could cast a fireball that would destroy the entire Fucking a lot of them down there. Is that what you want? Do you want this single person to silently drift to the bottom of the sea? Do you want an example made, or do you want him to simply disappear?
There's no need to make an example out of all of them. It was just the one man. I mean, I'm sure the company he keeps is not great, but I just need him taken care of. Soloist is here. What's up, Soloist?
Yo. And what are we looking at in terms of payment?
Well, before I get to the payment, let me describe this man to you. So she asks actually the girl who comes in to describe him. So she says, from what she can recall, he's very large, both in his height and his muscles.
Okay.
He had no hair, tattoos all about his body. He spoke.
Yeah. Okay.
He spoke very gruffly, boasted of all the recent riches he's come upon. As she's saying this, you have like almost a hint of recognition.
You want me to roll history?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
But Madame Dumont does pick up on this. She sees you kind of like, almost like move your eyes a bit, or she notices that you say you might recognize this person. Actually, scratch that. Never mind. I made an error in the narrative. Sorry. So, she describes this person large, well-muscled, tall,
Bald tattoos.
bold tattoos.
Interesting.
Any other questions for the madam?
I go, yeah, like, that describes many a man who walked near the docks. Do you have a name?
Describes Jack.
We don't have a name for him. He didn't give a name upon entering. We do know him to be operating up the river a bit in one of the coves that the smugglers use to offload the ships. As you well know, the ships aren't coming right underneath the bridge offloading their goods. The guard would be asking too many questions. So they tend to offload upriver and then send the goods downriver to these docks. Then it's ferried across the river. They have a whole system.
Okay. So this isn't as simple as just taking someone out. We need to find exactly who this is.
Correct. But I will pay you handsomely for your task.
And what proof do you require that it's the right person?
Any body part will suffice.
Throw it out the leg. Here he is.
Yeah. Does he have a rose tattoo on his foot?
Madam, what would you be looking to pay us?
Don't you worry. You know me to be a woman of my word. I'll reward you handsomely.
Unfortunately, I don't think I work on promises alone. I need to know exactly what I need. Maybe you could pay us. I know there's a lot of government people and high-end people that visit here. Maybe you could pay us an information. Something we could leverage later down the road.
I was thinking gold, but information could suffice.
I was thinking both.
Well, it depends how quickly, quietly, and accurately you enact the job.
Do you mean?
I want to persuade her at this point and tell her we need something up front.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Yeah.
Can I assist him? I like that.
Nice. Dirty 20. Blood dice are working.
Okay. Alright, so what do you ask her?
I tell her, you're familiar with us. You know this is something that we can handle without a problem. We need some sort of payment up front. Doesn't need to be everything, but something to hold you to the task.
Okay. She's gonna promise you 1,500 gold.
Oh, word?
No,
word?
Is that
That
what
guy
that
says, word?
Oh, word?
Oh, damn! Let's go!
Split amongst you in whatever way
We
you
just go
guys
kill everyone at
like.
the docks.
Just destroy the docks.
But if you'd like some information, she could put some information in, as well as the gold, but the gold would be a little bit reduced. So it all depends what you're looking for. So it's your choice.
What was it? Say that last part again.
You could take the 1,500 gold, or you want a combination of information and gold. Obviously, the gold will be reduced, and it depends what information you're looking for. That will affect the price.
Sidebar.
But that's
Sidebar.
that's the total price though. The 1,500.
Yes.
I'm telling her we need a down payment.
All right. I could give you a 500 gold down payment for any supplies you might need for this mission. You know, in good faith.
We're running very low on health potions.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't stock potions. She's
No,
not,
I'm just saying.
she's not a
That's why we need the down
merchant.
payment.
She's not out.
We need that 500 gold. We're running low.
Alright, I mean...
I think
I think we should
I'll take
talk this. Well, I want to talk over whether we want the information or just the straight up gold.
Well, we have time to talk about that.
Oh,
This is just the down
just take
payment
the job
to
now.
accept
We'll
the
talk
job.
about that later.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Smart.
500 gold up front. We'll take care of it.
So she sends the girl out to where she gets the money from. She wait a second, a couple minutes, and then she comes back. Who wants the gold? Who's taking it?
I think we'll split it.
Let's let Jack hold on to it. This
Lads.
Add 500 gold.
Oh, and what's our reward for bringing back Trixie's leg?
Yeah.
We kind of skipped over that part at the beginning.
What do you want me to do with this leg?
So are you actually presenting the leg to her?
At this,
And at this point,
At
the
this
leg
point-
is pretty rank. You've been holding a
Hauling over here
human.
in the first place.
You've been holding a
we already
human leg
knew. We
for
didn't
like
know
a
your
day
boy
and a
was
half.
going to be working the front door. We thought we were going to have to like.
Alright, so I'll dish the leg when we get outside. I'll throw
So
it
you're
off
not
the bridge.
presenting the leg to her.
I might use it as a weapon in the future.
Okay, all right. Do you want to ask her though about that?
About the leg?
About the
like,
reward. For,
yeah, the reward for the
for
girls.
the girls. We thought there'd be a reward for
Wants to
saving
be
the
one
two
of the
girls.
I'll get your shot, don't worry.
Yeah. So if you're gonna ask her, she goes, "Well, thank you so much for bringing my girls back. They could have made it back on their own, but you never know these days. The roads
One of them
can be a
didn't
little
make
bit
it back.
dangerous.
Yeah.
I already said it's no large loss. She didn't have a good clientele base. She's replaceable. But if you gents would like, you each get a night with any of the girls of your choosing. That's your reward. On the house, one evening.
I prefer the gold.
That's the offer, hun.
You could give your night to Jack. He might
Take it
need
or
two.
leave it. You could give your night to one of your companions here, but that's the reward.
I don't know about that.
Like I said, the girls could have made it back on their own. You just helped them along.
Actually, what about a night with you?
If you're trying to convince her on something else,
Yeah. All right, I'll roll persuasion and basically just explain like there is no chance those girls would have made it back on their own. One of them was with us and I motioned to Jack. Jack, show her. She hasn't seen it yet. Show her. This is what happened. This would have been the other
A smell
two.
fills the room as I take out this necrotic leg. That's
We
just
brought
dead.
the madam and the other girl just kind of like cover their faces and they're like, oh, like
We brought them back on the promise that you would reward us. All right. 19. The blood dice.
I'm using that leg to add 1d4 of necrotic damage.
she looks at all of
Finger
you
blows.
and
Poke him with the eye with the big toe.
she asks Jack and Thaddeus if they still want the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack can take my night.
Oh, yeah.
So she looks over at Dangar and says, as the ceiling collapses, no, assassin descends.
I need my night.
No, so she says, all right, you've convinced me. Here's 100 gold. So
Thank you.
She passes you the 100 gold for your services, and the two nights Jack has available.
I'll take the teeth.
the beat up tiefling?
Has that beat up tiefling girl left the room yet?
No, she's still here.
I give her a big old orc hug. It's alright. It's okay.
Roll for strength. Crush her ribs. I've done that in college. You gotta be careful hugging people.
He's not joking.
I literally broke a girl's ribs giving.
Jesus. All right, so
I'm strong now.
you're agreeing to take on this mission, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're agreeing to take on
Jack-
the mission.
Jack
you got
has
your
the down
reward for
payment.
bringing the girls
Did you add
back.
the 500?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You ready to leave the madam's office?
As we're leaving, I want or are we ready to leave or not?
Toss a cop. Copper for your time.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that. I mean, we don't. No, because there's nothing that we need to leverage her for at this point.
No.
So no, I think we're
I do
good.
like the idea of getting information.
Yeah, but I'm saying it would help if we had something like that we could use her to leverage, but we don't need to worry about that yet. We're
Alright.
cool. We're taking on the contract. We got a little reward.
Yeah.
If you guys are cool with it, I would say at this point because it would be getting kind of late. Not late, but I mean it's night now at this point, right?
I mean it's
7, 8
early
o'clock.
evening. You know, it's not like a dead of night. but-
Right, but like 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So after this meeting, which took a little while, you guys come down the stairs and you do notice the brothel's a little more crowded now.
As we go to leave that room, I go over to the tiefling girl. I take a coin out of my pocket with the black symbol of mask on it, and I put it in her hand. It's a gold coin with the black symbol, and I tell her, if you ever need a friend, you go to the shadows and say a prayer to mask. And I leave.
And she kind of just looks down at the coin and kind of shocked and confused, but she pockets it. All right, so as you're heading back down the stairs,
I'm a missionary.
you could clearly see the bar area with all the tables. Give me that like big looking guy.
Can you reach any more of the people behind you?
Yeah. You do happen to notice.
Get a nice fireplace going.
You want more?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a busy like brothel tavern, it's at night now.
Okay.
Is the Minotaur guy there drinking? Because his bar got destroyed?
No, he's still cleaning up. He's trying
He's
to hide
still
all the
cleaning.
blood evidence and
Vara's at the door.
All right, so as you're coming down the stairs, Thaddeus actually, out of the corner of his eye, recognizes somebody that's sitting at a table in the bar area.
Which is the big guy you were pointing out before?
Yeah, he's actually a man clad in some robes. He's a holy man or a priest. He's a bit of an older man. He's sitting there, glass of wine in front of him, reading a book, and you recognize him as Father John.
Father John.
And you're like very confused, like what is this guy doing here and now?
Do I know what, like, God he
Um,
worships?
Roman Catholic.
Jesus. The ancient deity
Yes.
Jesus.
So
Jesus.
you do remember Father John the Pious as one of the nicer priests you encountered growing up as an orphan on the streets of Baldur's Gate. He did help you out, fed you, clothed you, gave you odd jobs here and there to make a little coin. Father John and the other priests of the goddess Buldry served their community by handing out food and supplies to the less fortunate. They also ran several orphanages throughout the realm, which that's how you met him.
Yeah, okay.
So it's been several years since you've seen him. And the last place you expected to run into a man of his stature is a brothel.
Okay. Jack and Dangar don't know who he is, right?
No.
All right. What are you guys doing? Are you leaving or are you going to the bar?
I would say we come down the stairs, and if you were behind us, we're just kind of, or at least me, I would just be kind of waiting in the corner.
Okay.
Just
So I go up to you guys and go, give me 1 second, boys. I gotta see a man about a fish. I just walk over to the table.
So you walk over, you reintroduce yourself. And
Father!
Yeah, he kind of gets very startled that he's being recognized in the brothel. So he kind of drops his book to the table, spills his wine, and he kind of rises up rather quickly for a man of his age. And he whispers to you, "Listen, boy, no one can know I'm here right now. I already pay the madam a premium for her discretion."
Oh, well, I can be quite loud at times. Maybe... No, I don't want to extort this one. Let me think that. I go, understand, Father, but what are you doing in a place like this? Is the church getting lonely?
Don't worry why I'm here, but I'm just reading my book and enjoying a goblet of wine. It's a tavern. I'm allowed to do so.
Of course. You just seem a bit on edge.
I didn't expect to run into anybody that knows me, especially someone like you who grew up in the orphanage.
I'm a man now, and I got the same needs you have, Father.
For drink, right?
I wink. For drink, yes.
Father John also, at this point, notices Dangar and Jack kind of give him the dirty look from the other side of the bar. You obviously notice that Thaddeus walked away and is talking to somebody. You don't know who he is, but
we can tell he
you
looks...
notice it's a priest, and you're kind of like, what is that all about?
Do you think it's about fish still?
I'm a little disgusted with him now. I want to cast Minor Illusion.
At what?
I want to create an image of another priest by where the priest is standing.
Okay.
So me and Jack are, if it's a bustling tavern, I don't need to whisper it, but I just kind of speak the words of the spell to myself, and I just cast an illusion of another priest.
So we're just fucking with him.
Yeah. Just like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be in here.
Me and Dang.
So I want to cast just to kind of put it.
Now, can your minor illusion actually speak?
No,
Or
it looks real, but
yeah.
on any kind of inspection, you can tell it's not like.
All right, so another priest kind of appears next to Father John, and he looks over and gets even more startled, and he looks like turned white as a ghost. And he's like, "What's going on? Like, why are you here now?"
And then you make it vanish.
And then it just vanishes, right?
Yeah.
Ghost! So he turns back to Thaddeus, leans in and says, "Listen, if you don't tell anyone that you saw me here, I'll bestow my blessing upon you, my son. Do you accept this?"
Oh, I haven't had one of your blessings in a while, Father, but your secret is safe with me.
You still have heroic inspiration, don't you? Have you ever used it?
Actually, I did use it.
Okay.
I did.
So, he raises his hand up to the air. "Oh, Goddess Baldry, please bestow your blessing upon young Thaddeus here, for he deserves the light of your grace." You regain heroic inspiration.
And then very loudly slap him on the shoulder and go, "Thanks, Father!"
He kind of jumps up again. And he said he thanks you for your discretion, and my time here has ended. I must get back to the order.
I actually let out like a little chuckle. Like to me, it's the idea of the priest and the brothel.
And as he passes you two, who he doesn't know, but notice looking at him, he kind of just says, "Good luck, gentlemen. Take care. Have a good evening."
I stick my foot out and like kind of trip him a little bit.
He kind of
as walks
stumbles
by.
over. Vara sees this and starts just laughing.
Was it Jurassic Park? He's like, see, no one cares. It's Father James here. No one cares. Alright, so he leaves, you said?
Yes, he's gone.
All right.
Father John.
Father's pieced out.
Deuces. Yeah.
Deuces.
So, gentlemen, where should we go to now? It's getting kind of dark.
We need to either make our way into the city or find some kind of lodgings for the night.
I was thinking we should use the shadows to our advantage. Maybe scout out these coves under the cover of night. Mask will be with us, Jack.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay.
We should know what we're getting into.
I'm with it.
Aye, homie.
We get one more.
Dangar's got a little drow in him.
We get
All right,
one
so
more road soda.
you're leaving the brothel?
Yeah.
All right, so as you're making your way out, Vara turns to you guys and does say, thank you for agreeing to help. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch this guy in time. He made it out too quickly because he knows he done fucked up. We would have given him the beating of a lifetime if we caught him. So, again,
I'm gonna roll insight to see if he means that. I don't know if he's just blowing smoke up our ass. That's a 2, never mind. He means it. He's a tough guy.
he knows you guys well. Over the years, you've frequented the brothel.
Come to the treehouse.
Var, I'll see you soon, bro beans. I dap him up.
Just
So, as you're walking out, he turns to Jack again, and he says, "Give me one of the fists up his ass, Dogfish, you old scallywag!"
Of course.
So, he slams his hand down on your back. Roll Constitution.
4.
So he does slam his hand down really hard upon your back and just gives you a startle.
A stinger.
A nice stinger. You take 10 points of damage.
He's really upset about that gold.
That's okay. That's alright.
Alright, so you guys walk back out onto the crossing.
Alright, so we can bounce the tavern.
Yes. So at this point, there is still a shop that's open for business right across the street from the brothel. And you do notice a dwarf standing outside of the shop, puffing along on a pipe.
Pipe. Puffing on a pipe.
Set up an interior.
It's a blacksmith.
Set up an interior for the blacksmith.
Oh, it is a blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dope. Here you go. Anvil.
This is like on the bridge, you said?
Yeah, it's right across the street.
Grindstone.
Okay.
That would be here, right? I guess.
More shelf with weapons.
No, let me take madam.
How do I look just like that woman who sold me that stew?
There we go.
Stool
Here's the blacksmith.
next to the grindstone.
And at this point, the bridge is a lot less busy.
People are going back home.
People are kind of, going back home for the night, leaving the city,
Propped up.
going to the local villages. It's a much quieter time of day. Maybe 8, 9 o'clock at night. So this shop is getting ready to close for the evening, but you do still see light from within. This dwarf is standing outside there, smoking his pipe, and he kind of makes eye contact with you guys. And being you're one of the few groups of people still milling about the bridge, he shouts over to you, Gentlemen! Come! We're still open for business. We just arrived in the city not too long ago. I got some great things for you to take a look at. Come.
You said he's a regular dwarf?
Regular dwarf. So this is, as you see, there's a sign hanging above the shop. It's a shield that's flanked by 2 hammers, and it's called the Hammerhand Brothers.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
It's a cool name.
So do you follow him in?
I don't have any need for a blacksmith,
Okay.
so I'm gonna just kind of hang out
I
outside.
think we should scout out the dock. Prioritize that.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Yeah.
For me, Jack. Well, you don't even really use weapons or armor either.
Are you gonna wear armor? Are you gonna get yourself some heavy armor?
Or you want like.
You do have stuff to
I'm
offload.
wearing the bracers and defense. But
I mean, yeah, we could sell the
use,
jewelry if we
a
want.
ring, I could use a necklace, a
So
circle.
try and sell it to him. Am I holding him? I think you're holding.
I'm
it,
holding
Julie.
the necklace, the bracelet, and the gold ring.
I mean, we could probably try to find a jeweler once we get into Baldur's Gate.
No, that's true.
That'd probably be better to.
We could try to find someone magical too to enchant it instead of selling it. Pay someone to just enchant the stuff.
It's true. What do you think, Jack?
We can come back to it. I gotta do my research to see if I want anything first. It's gonna
Okay.
take a little bit.
Fuck off, dwarf.
I'll get more customers tomorrow.
So we keep walking.
So,
Now that it's getting dark and getting black, I want to flip my cloak and make it jet black. Dark as the night.
Blend in with the shadows
Throw
more?
up my hood.
Okay. So at this point of the evening, the gates actually to the inner city are shut for the night. You can't enter Worms Rock Fortress at this point. The only other way into the city would be crossing the river by some means or going all the way around.
Misty stepping.
No, you can't miss these. It's way too far.
That's how I do it in the video game.
I'll pick the lock.
Also, there is a lift that operates on the side of the bridge that actually goes down to the river level, but it is closed for the evening. So at this point, you don't have many options as far as leaving the city.
We want to walk over to the elevator.
Okay.
Yeah, is there any other way down to where the underground, like shady docks are, besides that elevator?
The only other way would be to traverse the cliffs, which are very, very steep, precarious.
All right, we can still go down the rope there if we got the elevator, right? All right. Yeah, I agree with. Yeah, let's go over to the elevator.
Can you you have something that you can take no fall damage, don't you?
I have flying boots. I can fly down the edge of the cliff.
I can. Well, I can.
You wanted
I can
to.
fly too.
Oh yeah.
Or I can cast gaseous form and just gas myself down there.
Gas.
So we can
Doesn't
get,
sound right.
We can get down there.
I gas
Let
myself.
me see.
Well, I mean, are you approaching the lift?
Let's check out the lift
Yeah,
first.
let's check it
Okay. So you approach the lift. It is encased in like almost like an iron cage.
Yeah. Slow fall.
It is locked. Normally there is a lift operator that works during the day, but obviously not present.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there? Can I look around? Is there anyone else around that I see?
I mean, there's a few people milling about the bridge, but no one paying attention to what you're doing, or it's pretty quiet.
Is the mechanism to use the lift is inside of it, like a handle or something?
Correct. And
Okay.
the gates that kind of enclose it are locked right now.
Okay.
So
Do you guys want to give me some cover? I could try to pick the lock.
the other thing we could do is I could make the three of us invisible.
You
We
want?
could do that.
I mean, you guys could just kind of be like, big monster can just kind of shield me.
All right, let's
I
try.
can do whatever.
Let's
I
try that.
I can
Yeah, I can
slow
try.
fall. He has the winged boots. If you don't even want
Yeah.
to take the time to.
That's true. We could
Because
just.
the lift's gonna.
We
make
literally
noise.
go to the cliff and just go down the cliff.
'Cause
We
the
can just
lift-
jump off the cliff and be fine, perfectly
The
fine.
lift's gonna make noise.
That's
Alright.
true.
It's
So
gonna.
let's
make a
do that
decent
then.
amount
I'm
of
gonna
noise.
cast fly.
We're gonna go to the cliff. Is it like right to the side of the lift, or we have to?
Well,
walk
if you go to
somewhere
the edge of the bridge, you could look down.
else?
We
Okay.
could just jump off the bridge.
Yeah, you could jump off the bridge if
Alright,
you wanted
alright.
to.
Well, here's the thing. How much damage would I take?
Falling from this height, you would die. There's no chance of surviving if you actually just
He has
jumped.
it. He
I
has.
have slow fall, so whatever.
Oh, yes. If you want to use that, yes. But if you jumped off the bridge
I
with
need to know
nothing,
how much damage it would do though, because I can reduce 5 times. I can basically reduce. What level am
I think we're all 11.
I? I can reduce 40
so
damage.
slow fall doesn't work like in the game. In other words,
That's feather fall.
oh, that's feather fall. Okay.
Slow fall, I reduce the damage taken 5 times my monk level, so I would reduce 40 damage.
Okay. And what's your max health?
Right now? 73. Oh, like
Okay.
my overall health?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
What I'm at now?
What are you at right now?
73.
Okay. Normally 83.
Normally 94.
Oh, okay. You haven't rested since the last.
No, we
Whatever.
have not rested since the last fight.
Even with that, you're gonna die.
I'll cast fly on you.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Just,
Can you cast fly more than once? And it can be cast on other people?
Let's see.
You could also wait till morning and just use the lift. You realize that, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
but
wanna be
I
sneaky.
want to scout it out so I know what
At
we're
night,
going into.
Yeah.
This is just.
We also might
this
be
is
able to
just
set
like
traps.
A sheer
Yeah.
cliff straight down.
Yes.
You could try to climb down too.
All right. So I'm gonna cast. If I cast fly at the 4th level, I can cast it on 2 people.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast it on me and Jack.
And I'll just use one of my charges on my wing boots so I can fly.
Yeah.
All right.
So we want to go down
we-
quietly, right? Like
Yeah.
stealth down, like.
I don't think anyone's gonna hear us.
We're just jumping
Just
off.
asking.
We're just jumping off the bridge. We're just gonna fly down to the water level.
Is there anybody near us right now?
No. No one's
Okay.
paying attention. You
Can we
guys.
put the water on the board now since we're going down the lake?
Yeah, you're gonna be on a whatchamacallit, like a riverbank.
Yeah.
Don't we have a thing that looks like that? A battle mat?
We have a water one.
so.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
it's not just plain water though.
Beachfront. He said.
I think we have a beach one,
Do
right?
we?
It might be in this. Check this one too.
Chris, throw some music back on.
Here, Mike, you look in this one. I'll look in
Too
this one.
slow.
Bear with us as we set the scene for the
Search.
riverbank.
Yeah.
I know. I can't get this one open. All right, here we go.
Oh, God.
What do we got? I think there's only one map in this one. Yeah, there's only one map in here. It's grass and sand.
Yeah, this one's water.
That's the water. Are you sure?
I guess we don't
I
have a
don't.
riverbank.
I think that was one of the ones that we
What
looked
about
at,
this
but we
that
didn't
we
get.
didn't
That's
get.
that's forest.
It's like a forest.
Do the sand one. Do the sand one, then you can just draw the river.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I would say.
This is like kind of like a swamp, but
I think this.
That's
That's just
ice.
ice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do the sand one, and you just draw the river to your side.
fly. I'll have to roll these up later.
We'll rest.
There you go.
At night.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely find a place to take a
Take
long
the
rest.
plastic things off. I thought we should have a second set of these, but.
Yeah, they're in one of the tubes.
See if we can get anybody else from my Clash of Clans group chat to pop on Twitch.
There you go.
Down all 15. Moving up in the ranks.
I do miss that game. It's too time consuming though.
I think this is our first time using this map.
Why don't we just put the stuff back on the desk where it was? Make more space. Fuck you, dwarf.
Poor guy.
Hangar gives no shits. And does not tolerate lesser beings.
Lesser beings.
He doesn't particularly hate dwarves, but
He did hate that one.
Yeah.
All right.
They don't serve
let's
any
say,
purpose. He's not gonna.
You have the here.
the blue
You
marker.
have the pens over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw like the riverbank to your left. The water, I mean, is gonna be to your left.
So like that. It's like this is the water.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be traveling upriver.
Sandboard looks dope.
It does. It does look really good. Okay, so as you guys float through the air and descend, you finally hit the bottom.
Wing boots.
So when we hit the bottom, I want to throw my elven cloak up too,
Okay.
because it makes me super sneaky and super hard to perceive me.
As you hit the bottom, it's relatively sandy shore. You're pretty much right below the bridge. It's pretty dark here because the shadow of the bridge is cast, onto the riverbank.
Under the bridge.
There is a small dock area,
It's meant.
like near you guys. There are a couple torches, lit, but there's not really any visible people you could see. During the day, this is a lot busier. This is where the smugglers offload their goods to then be ferried across the river. But as of right now, there's just maybe a couple people, but it's not as busy as it normally is.
Is this where we would find this guy, or we have to go more upriver?
No. The smugglers travel from upriver down to the city, below the bridge, to then offload those goods into small boats that cross the river.
Okay.
So the man you're looking for is going to be upriver somewhere.
Boats? Boats?
No, you're not traveling on the river right now.
Is there boats docked anywhere?
Yeah, there will be boats docked
He
here.
wants to put a boat on the board.
Sure.
What are you fucking hit, dude?
They're in there though.
Oh, wow. So,
And actually, Matt, I'm gonna need one of the big boats. Now that you mention it,
So we should steal a boat.
these are small little boats though that you see right now.
It might be quieter just to walk up the.
Yeah, let's kind of. Let me make it the river a little longer.
I was expecting to draw kind of across the whole thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Like that.
And where? Is this upriver or is this upriver?
I would. So well, that's upriver. So
Okay.
we'll start. That's water down here. We'll kind of make our way.
be careful moving it.
No, don't put that on the board right now. You could put the small boats on the board if you want to, but
I'll move it in a second. Just be careful with it.
Yeah.
I'm just
What are those?
chilling. Pork rinds.
Oh, pork rinds.
all right. So the cove where this smuggler is supposedly holed up is going to be further down the riverbank, to the east of the city.
It's mine. You're good.
What you do notice upon hitting the sand is there are a lot of tracks, both humanoid and animal, in the sand, kind of leading from upriver. Like I mentioned, the smugglers come from upriver, where they can't be seen by the city guard. They send their goods along the riverbank to this area, and then they ship it across the river into the city. You do notice that there are a lot of like horse and mule tracks, so they're loading these goods onto like horses and mules to bring it down the riverbank. under the guise of other normal goods. They're kind of hiding whatever they're smuggling on these horse carts.
So let's. I'll hang back with Thaddeus. We'll say, Jack, why don't you start pushing upriver?
I'll take a little stroll on the beach.
We'll hang back in the shadows and kind of trail you.
At this point, I take out my black mask, my cloth mask of my deity. I tie it around my eyes with my hood, and I throw my hood up so I look. The only thing you can see is just like my eyes. I'm looking all blacked out.
So you're. It's a relatively dark night. The moon's not high in the sky. It's not well lit, so no one's gonna see you unless they're really looking for you. This Smuggler's Cove was also not like right around the bend. It's maybe a mile or two upriver. So you got a little bit of a walk ahead of you.
So we should walk nice and slow, and I think we should, like, as we're walking, look if we don't want to run into any animals.
And it's also not a straight shot. There's some turns and whatever.
And you said there's animal tracks too, right?
Correct.
All right,
Yes.
so what time is it now? Like, what would you say? What time?
10, 11 o'clock maybe at night.
It's getting late now.
It's getting a little late. Also at this point, you're gonna round a bend in the river, and as you round this bend, you're gonna notice something gruesome ahead of you. Take that horse cart with the horse, the full cart, and overturn it in the sand. And overturn the horse looking dead on the ground.
So am I seeing this, or all of us are seeing this?
Well, if you're ahead of them, you're first to see it.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what do you do? Will you stop in your tracks? Do you alert your
Especially
buds?
if we see he's doing something, I would say
Yeah.
we'd hang probably even further
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk up to it and just see. Is there tracks leading in one direction, anything like that?
Okay, so you walk up to this site. There's a horse pretty much disemboweled in the sand, claw marks all over its body. You notice that the cart's goods are spilled out. There's a lot of baskets of fish present, but you notice that the fish weren't even touched, and they stink at this point. They're rotting.
Can we see the cart, or we just see Jack kind of?
You just see Jack kind of he actually disappeared around the bend at this point. You don't know where he went, but you saw him stop, and you saw him go around the bend. So you're kind of like, something's going on,
Yeah, I want to try to catch up to that bend and just kind of peek around the corner.
Okay.
With I want to have my crossbow at the ready.
Mm-hmm. So Jack, you're gonna notice that several of whatever was inside these baskets that they were smuggling, the packages are torn open on the ground, but some look to be missing. The horse, like I said, savagely torn apart, claw marks. You don't see anybody. You don't see the cart's owner anywhere in sight.
So can I roll investigation to see if there's any
Yeah,
since I see
absolutely.
the claw marks, if there's any fur tracks leading in one direction.
Yep.
While he's doing that, because me and him both have dark vision, so we can still see him. So I'm gonna cast my message out to him.
Okay.
And let me just make sure I'm not range on that. But I'm pretty sure it's decently far. Yeah, it's 120 feet is the range for message. So I'm gonna cast message out as Jack is kind of looking around and Jack, what's it looking like up there?
Not a whole lot. 2.
So again, you really don't notice anything except the bloody scene.
It's like a dead
in front of
horse.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lift up the horse so Dangar can see it.
There's a horse.
As a follower of Mask, I shake my head.
Yes.
So are you approaching Jack at this point? Or you're still just hanging
I'm
back?
still not. I would say we're still just
I would
hanging
say
back.
hang back.
We don't
Okay.
keep Jack. I just said Jack, keep looking, and you gotta find something out. And at least make sure you're alone, and we can keep moving.
Yeah, no
Can
one's
I-
approaching you. You don't see anything.
Can I see if does he look flustered, like he's looking like...
You can't see him right now.
Okay.
He's around the bend.
Oh, no, well, I'm
Well, he
peeking
peeked his
around.
Oh,
head
you're
back.
peeking around.
Yeah.
You just kind of see him looking about, but he's not indicating that he's seeing anything except the physical evidence right in front of him.
Can I tell he's looking like a little,
Confused. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to try to stealth up quietly so I can talk to him.
Okay.
Very sneaky. Oh, that's a 10. 22.
Yeah, so
Such
you
a
sneak
great
up
ability.
It's ridiculous.
and you enter him.
I sneak up behind him and go.
You enter the scene next to him. Still nobody there.
I look around and do I know? Can I try to investigate to see if I notice
absolutely.
anything? Okay. Ah, investigation. 14 plus dirty 20.
All right, so you also notice the same thing that Jack notices in terms of the horse being torn up, the piles of rotten fish strewn onto the ground out of the baskets.
How fresh does it? Can I tell how long ago this happened?
At least a day ago. The
Okay.
fish are a little stinky, but not, they haven't been sitting there a week or two.
I don't think it's any.
This is also a scene, this is also a path that's traveled almost daily. So, this may have happened in between travels down the river.
Nothing alerts me that someone's watching us or anything.
No, and what you do notice, though, is that some of the packages that were in these baskets are torn open and laying about the ground. Do you want to look further into that?
Yes, I want to take a look at one of these packages and investigate it.
Okay, so what you do notice that even by bending down looking at these packages...
signal to you.
Yeah, well, so then wait. So before he starts searching, I'm going to cast light.
Okay.
And just as a cantrip and just kind of shine a little bit more light. To,
Sure.
Can he have,
Light my little
advantage?
Mm-hmm.
I want to light my little candle.
Well,
A little 5 foot.
I'm put it so that it's almost like a flashlight coming out of the palm of my
okay.
hand, just so you can see.
But wait, before you really look into the packages themselves, you do notice that even over the strong smell of rotten fish, that you smell sulfur coming from these packages.
So I smell sulfur. So I want to investigate them. Can I do an investigation, an Arcana check to see if there's any magic afoot?
Yes.
All right, so I'll roll. And do I get advantage because he's aiding me with light?
You can have advantage, and you're gonna roll straight Arcana.
Straight Arcana.
Yeah, to figure out exactly what this sulfur smell is.
So 19 plus 2, 21.
Okay. No point in rolling again, right?
Well, I rolled 2 dice.
Oh, okay.
That's what
All
I do
right.
when I just roll 2 d20s. I take
so-
the higher number.
By coming down, picking up some of this material that was inside the package, you can say you're tasting it, smelling it, you notice it to be gunpowder.
Black powder.
It's both extremely rare and valuable, but also very volatile.
I use my candle. No.
Good thing the light is not a source of fire.
I cast create bonfire. Blow us all down.
I turn to the boys and I go.
We roll new characters.
I go, boys. Black powder.
Since you actually cast light onto the scene, after stooping down and looking and seeing that the gunpowder is torn open and there's several packages missing, at this point you're going to notice that there's bloody footprints, or should I say paw prints, leaving the scene and going up the embankment and into the forest.
Do we know how big do we is it
These-
a wolf print? Is
These
it a
paw
werewolf
prints
print?
are pretty large.
Like a bear?
I want
You tell me.
Yeah, I want to roll investigation on
Nope,
that.
you have to roll survival for something like that.
Survival. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 3.
You cannot determine what made these
It
tracks.
just looks like a paw print.
Some sort of creature.
Okay.
A large creature.
I don't think this is something we want to deal with tonight. I think we should just keep going and try to scout out these coves. You boys agree?
I don't know. I'm intrigued by the black powder.
I was gonna say something like camp out and have you stay up and guard it in a sense because you barely sleep.
Could do that too, and try to track it in
And
the
see
morning.
if you see something, come back. It's only been a day. It might come back.
We're just pretty exposed where we are right here.
So we'll pull a Jack Sparrow, grab the boats, climb under the boats underwater.
We won't be able to sleep underwater, but maybe we could pull one of the boats at least onto the shore.
Yeah, I can pull a boat onto the shore.
I'm down for that.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, what's your plan?
You want to...
Jack is gonna drag one of the rowboats onto the shore. We're gonna sleep under the rowboat.
Okay.
You want to like
at
stake
this,
out?
At this point,
Yeah.
though,
This place?
you're much further up the river. You're nowhere near those boats you saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's boats on them.
Okay, but you've traveled upriver from those boats. There are
that
no
case,
boats present
At
where
full
you are.
speed, run back to where we came from.
I think
You're more than welcome to camp here, up the embankment in the forest, wherever you'd like.
While we have the cover of night.
I'm intrigued by the black powder. Does it looked like they took some of the black powder away.
Correct, because this package is missing.
I mean, we could check out the coves and just hit this stay here on the way back.
Yeah, but
I don't
we
want to
don't
stay here.
we don't know how far up the cove we have to go, right?
No,
Yeah, you said it was about a mile upriver. How far we've gotten so far? About like halfway.
maybe halfway. Yeah.
And then you said it's like 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, well, to walk a half mile wouldn't take all that long. All right, well, let's go at least walk to the end. If we want to come back, we come back. We're not that far away.
Okay.
So I would say the same thing. I make sure my elven hood is still up.
I'll keep moving.
You turning off the lights?
I'm turning off the light. I'm turning off the flashlight. And let Jack, keep making his way up the river. So we'll kind of put this behind us. And
I have an inkling of what
I want to
these
split
things
the
are.
distance a little bit because I'm super sneaky.
well, so you can't see.
Well, that's true. Yeah, don't twist your ankle.
Can I see Jack? Can I see the large green ogre?
What do you think if you're on the beach in the middle of the night, and if he's 100 feet ahead of you, you probably wouldn't see much. But like you said, if you're gonna trail, 20 feet behind him.
Yeah,
you'd
I
see
want to
him.
trail. I want to trail enough behind him
That
I
you
can
could
still
keep
make
him in-
out and keep
yeah.
him,
Your arm
keep him
crawling
inside.
in the sand.
Now, at
Doing
this,
like
at this
like a
point
silent
when you're
snake?
Yeah.
at this point when you're traveling upriver, you're gonna notice as you round another bend that you see a group of individuals further up walking down the river with torches.
All right. So I
You can't from this distance make out exactly how many there are, but they're coming towards you.
I completely stop. So he notices I stop moving.
Okay.
I throw up the hand sign.
Yeah, I say that.
Getting real tactical, huh?
We're a group. I'm sure we got
SEAL
hand
team,
signals.
SEAL team
I'm
Spectre
sure we got
over here.
hand signals
Well, I
that
still
we know.
I still have message on Jack right now
Okay.
too.
So
And it's mental, right? He doesn't have to speak the words.
No, it's telepathy.
Yeah.
Telepathy? Okay, that's good. That's
give
really
give me the group of bandit-looking guys, including the halfling. All of them.
I almost want to tell you
There should be one
move
more
to the
I
side
believe.
or something.
Well, I
like
can
that.
fly up.
That's Stephen 3.
You could do that.
I could just
too.
fly 30 feet straight in the air.
Yeah, that's true.
It could also I can cast walk on water and just walk out into
I'm
the
about to
ocean.
drown when the opportunity.
This, the big
how
guy
long does
Chris
your
with the hammer.
No.
How
No.
long does your
There
fly
should be
last?
one other. Actually, no. You got all of them. You got all of them.
I think
Okay.
fly is concentration.
Yeah, you don't have fly anymore. You used it to just travel down to the river, but you don't still have it.
Yeah, no, it's only 10 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, fly would be off by now.
All right, so you're gonna hang back. Are you gonna go up in the
I mean,
air?
I could just fly straight up into the air with my boots.
Your
That's where they
stealth is
can't
also
see.
ridiculous. You could.
I know. I could.
You can burrow in the sand if
Yeah.
you wanted to.
I could use my I could use my cloak to
And
match
make it
the
like
color of the
beige,
sand
yeah.
and just lay on the sand.
Yeah. Be like a stingray.
Put you under my cloak. Come here, buddy. Come on, friend.
Gonna be a
So you're
big-
all trying to keep out of sight.
Yes,
Well, besides me,
I'm gonna
Okay.
get.
I'm the bait. Essentially.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna head to is this where the cliff wall is, or along here?
Yes. The riverbank. Yeah.
Well, the river's over here. The other side.
Yeah,
is
the bank
cliff.
is a little higher up. You could traverse it if you'd like.
Well, I just want to go against the cliff wall.
Okay. Blend
and
into
flick my cloak, blend into it, and kind of
Okay.
Where's
look
the
over my
where's the
shoulder.
rocks?
it. Right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
throw some rocks.
Someone give me shield of thralls. Some extra HP.
Do you have levitate jacket?
Is one of you
Yeah.
hovering in the air right now?
Not
No,
at this
no.
point.
Okay. Because no, we have those things if you want.
I'm gonna blend into these rocks, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna. Should I roll for stealth to try to stealth in?
No,
to camouflage?
because they're far enough away that they don't notice anybody but Jack standing in the middle of the
But they
sand.
are walking
So,
towards us.
Before they do that,
Mhm.
I'm gonna use wholeness of body to regain 24 HP,
Okay.
Actually, yeah, and I'm gonna take a health potion.
just in case, and then I'll get that back once I
I'm
long
only
rest.
taking 2 damage.
Greater 44 plus 4.
Alright, so now I'm back up to full health.
Okay.
We're gonna long rest.
Anything
I'll
else
get
you
back
want to do before these guys walk up to you?
6.
Okay, so he'll 14.
As I was going off to the side, I do like give Jack like a tap so he knows that I'm there. I got my crossbow and I'm ready. Just think
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm good. So I'm also just back. I have dark vision, so I can see them, but
Okay.
I'm also like have
All
my
right,
elven
so
cloak up.
put them within like 10 feet of
My
Jack.
cloak is really
Oh,
cool.
so they roll right up.
Yeah.
And you were just standing there?
I'm like bait.
Put the halfling in front though, kind of with the three that behind him.
Yeah.
I was just standing there.
Well,
Okay.
He walks up and I can't hold a straight face.
So, you notice that a group of
So
four, shady-looking individuals approach you. They're led by a little halfling. They're all pretty rough-looking, like criminal types, such as yourselves.
I'm in my monk
Um,
robes.
But the halfling speaks up first, and he says,
Evening there, mate. Interested in running to you here on the river. You don't really see many folk walking up and down at this time of night. What are you doing here?
Couldn't sleep. For an evening.
I mean, good sleep.
Couldn't
Went
sleep.
for an evening stroll. Well, what are you guys doing here? Like you said, it is pretty late.
Well, I'll be honest with you. We're looking for something. You didn't happen to see anything on your way up the river? Any carts, horses, men?
All I saw was a couple of boats lined up in the river. A couple of rowboats.
Oh yeah, that's by the city, of course. You've seen that,
Yeah.
if you're down here. But
Yeah.
my question too is, how the hell did you get down here? The gates, the lift's not running this time of night.
How did I get down here? I jumped.
You jumped?
I jumped.
Can I roll perception to see if any of them fit the description of the person we're looking
Sure.
for?
Can I hear this conversation since I have the message open on him?
yes.
Hi.
I jumped. I simply just jumped off.
My proficient in perception.
Squash him like a bug, Jack.
Oh, don't worry. It's fine.
Oh, I am proficient in perception. Good. 14.
Okay. You can make out from your angle these. You could see the halfling. You can see the three guys. None of them are very tall or well muscled or bald. So your man is not with them.
Too easy.
So at this point,
Do they believe you?
you said you jumped,
I
and
jumped.
he's looking very confused.
And my athletics is
And he
+9.
glances about, and he kind of turns around to his companions, and they kind of look over him, and he looks back at you, and he says,
I don't believe you. No one just walks up and down the river this time of night. You're up to something, and I don't like it.
Maybe, maybe not. Why would I give you that information?
You're gonna give me something. Give me all your purse you got on you.
So he's trying to intimidate me.
correct.
Can you roll against him?
I'm gonna try to intimidate him back and say, "Shut your mouth," and walk away.
Okay.
Before things get ugly.
Puff up the chest. Puff it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start bouncing my pecs in his
And
face.
we're pretty secluded where we are now, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
we're
you,
half a
fuck
mile
me,
up the
nice.
river.
Yeah.
Give me. Yeah. 30-20.
Nope. This, even though he's a halfling,
It doesn't matter if he's a halfling.
well, he's a lot tougher than you
Well,
think.
no, I'm saying it doesn't matter what race
Yes.
he is. Yeah.
Normally, you would think a halfling's like a bit of a pushover. This guy is not. He is one of the officers, if you want to call it that, of the smuggling group. Maybe like a lieutenant. So, you try. What do you try to say to him?
I just said, back off before things get ugly. But I'm also gonna use his message and say, Dangar, things are about to go down. Just be ready.
Okay.
Say the word, I'll drop a fireball right on their fucking dome.
I'm 5
So
feet from this guy.
he
dude.
again,
I can drop it.
he again turns to his companion and says,
I just look around going,
All right, boys. Have at 'em.
"Roll for initiative."
Well, so
Wait, just me.
right.
I'm just rolling for initiative. They're still stealth.
That's correct.
All right.
I want to get a
So
surprise attack.
I want to say, Jack, run.
I could use a bonus action to disengage. That's my bonus action.
Because once I see you get a little distance, I'm gonna drop.
Well, I gotta roll for it. initiative
All right,
first.
hold
Just pray that I get.
You have good initiative.
on.
right?
Do you have the marker?
one.
Well,
Black marker?
do we get a sneak attack
Yes.
before the round begins?
Put a
Me,
1,
you?
2, 3 in front of those smugglers.
Because if I
I'm gonna roll separately for the lieutenant. All right, so
if I'm able to go first, I'm gonna attack him first, and then I'm gonna bounce back a little bit. I might just even try and throw
Well, I was
him in
gonna
the water to half his movement speed.
Well, I'm gonna burn him up with a fireball. Don't put him in the water yet.
So burn
Well, I was
up
gonna
the
say,
three in the back that are
do
weaker.
we get a round first because we're sneak attacking before, and then
We could, but I want Jack to. Get
once
out
you
of the
once
way
you
first.
sneak attack though, you're gonna be entering into
Yes.
the battle. You know.
Yeah, but I want to see what he rolls for initiative first, because if he goes first, he can get out of the way, and I can fire.
All right, let me roll for the lieutenant.
all right,
13.
holding my crossbow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till you do all your rolls.
Hold.
And then the smugglers 4.
I gotta beat a 13, right?
Yeah.
3.
All right, so far it's the LT. S1,
Get your sneak attacks
S2,
in.
Yeah, let
S3,
me
and
get my
then
sneak
Jack.
attack in, because once they know I'm there, I can roll for initiative, and if I get a higher number than 13, I can swap with him.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
All right, so what do you want to do?
I can still cast the fireball behind him. It's,
Yeah,
I've
but
got a lot of range.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
he can do that, swap initiative, I can even get another hit off and then bonus action disengage.
Disengage is a bonus action?
I have an ability where I can
Ah,
bonus action
okay.
disengage.
It's for me too, but I'm a rogue, that's why. But yeah, I think I see them looking at aggressive. I go to do little sneak attack and shoot the leader in the head, or just shoot the leader.
Okay. How far are you from him?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Well within
25.
range, right? Okay.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I have sharpshooter as a feat,
Knight.
so I don't get disadvantage on long shots anymore.
Okay. What's the max range of your crossbow anyway? Your hand crossbow. Just curious.
It's 30 to 120.
Okay.
Wait.
But because
Can
I'm a
you-
sharpshooter, I don't get disadvantage on any of my
Can
long
you
distance
even
shots.
see them?
So your range is basically 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see him now?
So how well lit is it here?
I mean, they're carrying
thing.
torches.
Oh, they are.
Okay,
Oh,
so,
sweet.
so I can
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
fire away.
Yeah.
So do I get a shot with advantage on that guy because he has no idea I'm there?
Correct.
Shoot him in the ear.
Come on, Thaddeus.
16.
Nope.
16 misses.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
Roll
you shoot.
initiative.
Your bolt flies past his head, and they all turn, and they realize that there's another person entering the fray.
16 on initiative.
Okay, so
I'm gonna swap with Jack.
All right, so it's gonna be
Good call.
so
Swap.
as of right now, Thaddeus is first in combat.
Plus 8 to initiative.
Jack.
Well, no, Jack.
Oh
is
no,
not
Jack
first.
is sorry.
I'm
You're
swapping,
right.
yeah.
You're right. You're swapping. So it's Jack. As of right now, Thaddeus is last in line.
That's okay.
Okay. Are you doing anything before?
Well, he's gonna go first now. And then after his move, I'm gonna
Okay.
attack.
All right.
What's the
Holding your fire.
radius of fireball?
20 feet. So I can hit all 4 of them with it.
Okay. Alright, because I was gonna. I could
But
shot.
then you would also hit Jack.
I'm gonna
Okay, I'm just
You
saying.
got it under control.
All right, all
I
right.
know it.
I'm saying nothing else.
Unarmed strike is just the one hit, but flurry of blows is the one. Okay.
Well, I think you get 2.
I get two actions. Yes.
Yeah, so you get 2 unarmed strikes.
Yes. Yep.
But then you said you're gonna use the point to disengage, correct?
Indeed.
That's cool.
All right.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna roll 2 d20s to hit Mr. Lieutenant twice. First one's 22.
Where's Dengar?
He's back here.
Why don't I see him?
Only one.
Oh, you're way off over
Yeah.
there.
Only one hits on the 22. The other one was a 16.
All right. So who are you attacking?
The lieutenant, big small guy.
Yeah. So one's gonna hit. So
Yes.
roll for your damage now.
So 1d8 plus 5. Ooh, it's a 6. So that's 11 damage on him.
Nice.
then I will use Step of the Wind to disengage.
Okay.
So disengage, the same thing as like dash, right? It's doubled.
I think.
Yeah, doubled. It says it right
Oh,
there.
it does? Okay.
Yeah, Step of the Wind is legit.
I don't think I've ever disengaged playing the game, so. Because I'm not a fucking
I
bitch.
can move back 90 feet.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do.
Even 10 feet will be enough.
No, I know, but if I can get out of range of them walking up to me and attacking me again, so I'm gonna go back 40 feet.
Okay.
20, 30, 35. That's fine. Whatever. That's fine.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, 35.
Yeah, bounce it back up.
That's fine.
So as soon as I see Jack kind of get back into position, I squeeze the little ball of sulfur and that shit in my bag. I swirl up a fireball and heave it up over their heads and
All
drop
right.
it down on them.
So as it comes crashing down.
What's the? Never mind, go ahead.
It's a Dex 15 save.
All right, 1 second.
I'm gonna throw my 8d6s. They're gonna be taking damage either way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So let's see.
8.
There will be light for you.
Fireball.
There will be light. Ooh, I think I saw one go off the table.
No.
You had a 6
No?
right
Okay,
here.
good.
Okay. 6, 8, 12.
C-Pop says, well played.
22. 30, 25. Alright. 27.
Yeah, you hit all of them.
Well, it's
No, that's
it's
damage.
You have to run it.
It's
Roll
a
dex
dex
save.
It's a dex
Oh,
save.
okay, okay.
Oh, what's the number they have to hit?
15.
That's high.
Actually, Lieutenant hit an 18. No.
So the
I rolled a
lieutenant-
3. I rolled a 3 for the regular guys, but
So 27 for the
back.
the henchman and 14 for the
all right. 1 second. God dang. So you did 14. You did 14 for the.
They got
leader.
embers burning all over them.
I launch the big fireball, blows up.
And how much for the small guys?
27.
1 second. How do they make the demise?
These guys are
Like that. The fireball just lands on top of them, and they immediately all looks like they spontaneously combusted and just go up in flames.
The halfling looks back and he just goes, "Oh fuck!" Like, but he's still in the fight.
So I stay where I am. I don't move up. I don't dive back because
Okay.
I got Jack out in front of me, so I'm good.
Just so you're aware, they had exactly 27.
nice. How unfortunate.
Fireball the shit out of them. Keep my d6s here just in case.
Should you roll for initiative at this point? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
roll
Yeah.
for your initiative. I mean, these guys don't fucking matter. They're off the
That's
track
swallows.
now.
Smart.
3.
You're last. But
Yeah, I'm not last.
Now you
The
can
swap.
drown him in the
The
water.
swap.
what did you roll though? You rolled 3 originally, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, well, how does a tie for initiative go? Does it
We get
They go at the
pay.
same time. They can choose who does what.
Okay. All right. Now it's the halfling's turn.
He's 35 feet away from me. You might have
I am bro. I got my daggers if he comes across me.
circle of spores.
Actually,
Last time I came flying out of the sky and cut people up.
I hate to say it, but he has evasion. So whenever something causes him to make a dex saving throw, and he succeeds on the dex saving throw, he takes no damage.
I have that skill too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what did you say you did to him before?
14.
Okay.
So he just evades a bunch of flames.
A fireball landing on his head.
Yeah. No, I have the same effect, evasion.
Yeah.
Anything with a dex saving throw, if
My
I
bad
fail,
about
you
that.
take half. If you succeed, you take
alright.
0. Awesome. And the uncanny dodge, so I always take half damage all the time, bro. Rogues are overpowered. It's crazy.
All right. He's gonna his max speed is
Reliable talent.
25. Is he within range of Thaddeus?
Nope.
No.
For how
5,
much?
10, 15, 20. Oh, 25. He just
Yeah,
gets
put him
to
next
me.
to you.
Alright, that's fine.
So he's gonna roll up to Thaddeus, and he's gonna use his bonus action first, which is Poison Dagger. You gotta succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw
Is that on hit?
on hit. So let me roll for hit first. He's gonna multi-attack, so he has a short sword and a dagger. And each is +8 to hit. 13 plus 8.
That one hits.
I'm gonna start using my quarterstaff.
14 plus 8.
Those both hit.
Alright, so you get 2 hits. And I guess I should probably roll for damage first, right?
Yeah, you said that the poison is a what saving throw?
Well, I picked champion.
DC
So if I
14.
roll a 19, it's a crit.
For what? Constitution, dexterity?
Constitution.
There's no downside to you using it, right?
19.
Alright, so you
It's the
succeed.
same amount of damage.
So, even though he tries to coat his dagger in poison, it has no effect on you.
When he cuts me, I feel the poison. I go,
Yeah.
and I suck it out and I spit.
Alright,
in
but
his
with that
face.
being said, let me roll for damage though. 5.
Right?
Vibing out.
14 damage.
I'll uncanny dodge and I'll take half that damage.
Okay, you take 7 damage then. So
Sweatshirt's coming off.
swings his sword, clips you a little bit, sticks his dagger into you.
Glances me. Just glances me, baby. I can take it. So whose turn is it next?
Your turn.
Nice. Nice. I take out my daggers and I go to slash him back.
There you go.
Yep. Actually, do I have any bonus actions that I can use first? No. Alright. I'm gonna try to hit him with both. I'm just gonna roll 2 dice to find both my daggers.
Okay.
What's that? That's a 14 plus 8 and a 17 plus 8. So
Both hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
2d4.
So I can still talk to Jack at this point, right?
If you want to.
What do you think? Should we be interrogating this
I
guy?
was just gonna say I can grab.
I was gonna say I'm probably doing non-lethal. It's a 4 and a 7. So that's 11 plus 8, 19 damage on the 2 dagger hits. So he comes at me, he goes to slice me with his short sword, he nicks me. After he does his second attack, I'm able to come in, I stab him in the shoulder, I dig my other one into his other arm. I get both his shoulders with my dagger.
He's wincing in pain. He's pretty banged up, but he's still kicking.
Over here, boys! And, let me see.
Well, I'm a coming.
No, I can't use my
It
max
is
attack.
Dangar's turn.
Okay.
Well, hold on, I'm gonna use. Okay, so I'm gonna actually. Let me ask you guys this. So, let me ask you guys this really quick.
What?
Because I have Nick.
You gonna go?
Because I have Nick, it says when I do a extra attack, I could do it as part of my action instead of my bonus action.
Okay.
Can I then use my bonus action because I'm dual wielding daggers to get another swipe off for the dagger?
I don't see why not.
Alright.
Swipe one.
Good night.
That's a natural 16 plus 8, 26 to hit on the third dagger strike. And that's 4 plus 4, another 8 damage.
You did 8 damage?
Yeah, now that I'm carving this guy, I give him the shoulders, I take it out, I go down to his level, and I sink one into his thigh.
This guy's barely conscious at this point. Stand.
Okay, so he's barely conscious and it's my
Barely
turn.
conscious.
I got his arms and his thighs, so he ain't moving anywhere.
He's
baby.
wobbly. He's
do
bleeding all over the
non-lethal
sand.
You can choose to do
I'm
non-lethal
gonna
damage.
put him to sleep.
Well, yeah, I think. Can you just choose to do non-lethal or no? Is that?
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure. You can just do damage, and he says, "How do you want to fit?" You can say, "I choose non-lethal."
Yeah.
Even if it's like a lightning bolt or something?
I think it's got to be like a physical attack.
That's what I
Maybe.
was.
Okay.
That's
maybe
my
it is.
ruling. That's my ruling. It's got to be some sort of physical.
Yeah. Alright,
You got to
so,
like knock him to the ground or something.
Alright, so I'm gonna get a little closer and I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Okay.
points. He's got a Wisdom 15 saving throw.
Okay.
Bleeding out.
No. He's fast asleep.
Nice.
So
All right. All right. So
he hits the ground, snoring.
I whisper in his ear, "Good night, sweet precious." And I slit his throat.
We bring him back.
You just
to
said
the
you wanted
scene.
non-lethal.
Wait. So let me see.
You can bring him back to like the scene and interrogate him there.
Oh, I mean, we could just interrogate him here.
Okay,
He's
here.
asleep.
Ask him what he
But
knows.
to Walt,
Wake him up. Kick him in the stomach.
hold on.
Bitch.
Does
Put your
anyone-
giant foot on his chest.
Doesn't someone have? Oh my God, I'm losing my voice right now. I have
What are you
hempen
getting
rope.
puberty?
Hempen rope in my inventory. Can we tie him up?
If you want to.
Restrain him.
Fuck yeah, let's.
You don't need to roll anything because he's sleeping.
Okay. So I take out my 50 feet of rope, and we hog tie the shit out of this halfling.
Okay.
He is restrained.
What are you doing with him? The corpses.
Let's.
Jack, can you get the corpses in the river?
Short.
Yeah, I'm -1 the strain, so I'm not moving any bodies.
All right. So Jack.
I guess while we're tying him up,
Yeah,
Jack is throwing the
tosses
bodies
them
in the river.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got him all tied up.
And I'll just take one of my daggers and slap him in the side of the face. I say,
Wake him up.
Wake up, old chap.
Come to the razor. So he kind of,
Wake up, my
comes
little
to
friend.
and just looks scared out of his mind. You guys just melted his 3 companions. You kicked the shit out of him.
I got my dagger up to his throat.
What do you say to him?
Where are the other chucks go?
I say,
Where's
what
the
do you know?
Joker?
What do you know about these packages that went missing?
Packages? What packages? What are you talking about?
I heard you mention the packages to Jack. You should be careful. He's looking hungry.
I know nothing. You can't ask me these questions.
I start crackling lightning in my hand. So you're gonna need to answer them, or you're gonna wind up like your friends.
He looks up at you. He goes, spits right in your face.
What are you casting?
I'm not gonna kill him. I want to burn off his foot.
You want to burn off his foot?
I want lightning off his foot.
You know, lightning off his foot.
That will kill him. He's got
He
like
is
1 HP.
extremely injured at this point. If you do really anything to him physically, you're gonna kill him.
All right. Which when he spits,
I mean,
that-
if you want to slap
I
him,
was just
sure.
gonna
But
say-
I was gonna say
I
when
want-
he spits that, I just want to give him like a right cross while I'm holding my dagger, just to crack him across the face with a right cross.
all right, let's say you do like 5 damage to him.
Well, my unarmed strike is
Less than that.
0 damage.
Oh, okay.
So I have -1 the straight. That's what I'm saying. I can
You're trying to
just
scare
I can
him.
hit this guy as much as I want.
Yeah, you're trying to scare him. But
It's not gonna scare him much if you just
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Hero.
take my big ore cannon and
Backhand!
If you kill him, if you slap him, he'll definitely die.
yeah, I can do non-lethal though.
Oh, that's true. I guess you could do non-lethal.
That's what I'm
knock him
saying.
out.
So let's.
So he looks up at you and he goes,
That's all you got?
I stroll over.
Yeah. me and Thaddeus may walk back up
I
a
say,
couple
you're
paces.
gonna
so you realize this guy
So
is,
you're gonna
he doesn't
regret
want to
this.
talk. He's not talking.
Everyone talks after a while. Punch him in the face.
Let's waterboard him.
Bro, if you knock him out, let's just drag him back to whatever hotel we got. He'll talk eventually.
Bring
We'll
him
keep
back,
him
bring him
cap-
back to town.
Jack.
Bring him to the town's guard or some shit. Lock him up.
Jack, hold him upside down in the water. Waterboard his ass.
Waterboarding.
Why not?
We're gonna get that information. We're not leaving you with
Right.
that
Use him
information.
with the torture.
I'm gonna cut off his pinky toe.
What do you want to do?
All right.
He's resisting your first line of torture.
That means he needs more torture.
I'm gonna start breaking his fingers.
There you go.
Okay.
One at a time.
One at a
Yes.
time, they're behind his back, so he just feels me like grabbing his hand
What are you doing? What are you doing?
and just starting
Crack.
starting
Just
with,
one.
with his thumb. I'm just gonna bend it straight back.
He's still not talking even after the thumb.
Are we like, is it like Friday
Keep going.
night?
You break another one?
Well, what does he say after I snap the first
He's
thumb?
screaming. He's not talking, but he's in pain.
So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna start snapping, and then you guys ask questions. I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah. Let's walk over and say. Now we'll start asking questions. And for every answer you don't give us, we'll just keep breaking fingers. We run out of fingers, we got toes. We run out of toes, we take your eyes.
We're playing 20 questions.
And I want to try to
Now your chance.
And I want to try to intimidate him.
Okay.
Can I roll with advantage because he's snapping fingers?
Sure.
We're playing 20 questions.
Fingers.
Right, I rolled double 9s. 11.
You really can't intimidate him at this point. I mean, he's in a lot of pain. He's not really responding to any of the questions.
All right, so I want to try to persuade him then.
Okay.
So I say, listen, if there is any chance of you walking out of this alive, you need to start talking. Otherwise, Jack's gonna hold you by your ankles and just dunk you in and out of the ocean until the seawater goes into your lungs and you slowly and painfully die.
Are you rolling?
19.
Okay. At this point, after being cracked across the face, almost killed in combat, threatening to get drowned in the ocean.
Opposable thumb left.
Yeah,
This one thumb.
he finally looks up and just barely manages to speak, but says, "Please stop, no more. I'll answer whatever you need."
Where's the smoke powder?
Where? That's what we wanted to know. We came upriver searching for the lost load. We had loaded it into the cart of fish hidden in the baskets. Something must have intercepted the shipment. We don't know what.
Who made this order? Who wanted this powder?
We don't know. We just fulfill any of the requests.
All right.
I don't have that authority.
Changing gears. One of the women from the House of 1,000 Desires, tiefling girl, was smacked around by a big, bald asshole.
I know nothing about any tiefling girl, but you say a big, bald asshole?
Got tattoos.
Tattoos.
Tattoos all over him.
That
Strong,
sounds like
like
the
my-
boss. That sounds like the boss. Yeah.
What's his name?
Calrissian. That must be him if that's who you're looking for. He's a little further upriver with the rest of the boys. He sent us to try to find the lost shipment.
Are they having a party, or they look like are they all going to bed?
At this point in night, they might be hitting the hay. I don't know. I really don't know.
Infiltrating and murder.
They were still up and about when I left.
All right.
Any further questions?
Jack, toss him in the river.
Wait, you said I had a chance. You said I could get out of here.
I don't give a fuck about you.
You really gonna throw him in the river?
Fuck yeah, we're not good people.
All right.
Yeah, we don't care about
Go
him.
for it.
So I will say,
Drag him back
I
to the
want to
cart.
just look him like up and down and what did he used to do? I just want to investigate him.
Sure.
No,
Oh yeah, we should rob him. We should rob
14.
him.
So I'm not looking for anything specific. I just want to get a good sense of
Okay,
what he looks like.
so you
and
kinda-
his appearance.
What do you mean his appearance?
I want to know what. I want to get a
You
full.
saw him. He's a halfling. You beat the shit out of him. You defeat him in combat.
I think-
Are you looking for something?
Nope.
You're just looking at him.
I want to make sure that when I cast Alter Self to walk into their camp, I look exactly like him.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he's a small halfling, blonde of hair.
I want to rifle through his pockets.
Okay, you roll investigation now.
Can I roll with advantage because he's tied up?
But you rolled a 14, so you're not going to be fully able to mimic every single feature of him. You can probably mimic the fact that he is a halfling, but I'm going to say you probably don't get his hair color correct. Maybe not even his eye color correct, but you'll get his height and overall physique correct.
I
for
can-
that roll.
I can actually mimic. I actually have the ability, mimicry.
Okay.
So,
In that case,
Night, C-Pop. Thanks for coming in.
yeah, I want to try. Can I roll with advantage to rifle through his pockets since he's tied up?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, baby. I want that
Gold. What do we got here? It's a 12 plus 18.
18 total?
Yeah.
All right, so good thing you decided to check him out. not Dangar over here. Since he is a lieutenant, he does tend to carry a little bit more valuables on him than some other the fodder that you guys toasted alive. You do find 25 gold on him in his purse, 2 greater healing potions, and a dagger +1.
Nice. I am going to use that dagger +1.
All right.
I take all right. So I say, boys, I'll take the gold. You take the potions, and I throw them each a greater healing potion.
That's fine.
So you each add one of those,
I have like 7 potions.
and you're gonna add a dagger +1.
Yes, yes.
Is there anything else you guys want to ask him?
Toss him in the river.
Thaddeus?
You may dispose of him now.
No! So he's screaming and begging for his life at this point.
I'll give you whatever you want.
I take my quarterstaff and like a sledgehammer, I wind it back.
Boom!
You're out of here! It's just a big dent in the
So
center
at this
of his
point,
head.
you've probably already killed him before he even hits the water. He's just blood pouring out of his skull, you know.
Just so you guys
Slumped.
know, if anyone goes
Limp.
down river tomorrow morning, they're gonna see 4 mangled up, burnt bodies.
They might not even wash up on shore. Sharks,
Well, you
sharks are
already
active at nighttime.
threw the other bodies in, so
In the
Yeah.
river?
they're gonna see at least 3.
They're not gonna know it's us.
It's right on. Isn't this river lead right to the ocean?
Eventually, it does, but it's gonna go past
It'll
the
go
city.
past,
You don't know
yeah.
how the
It's
the
all right.
tides
It's
are
all
rolling.
wash up.
Some bandits
People
wash
fall in the
up.
water all the time.
People just fall
We
off
just
bridges.
jumped off a bridge.
People are burnt to a crisp falling in the water too. I guess,
We
you
just
know?
jumped off a bridge.
You know, people set themselves on fire and they look for water and they jump.
All right, so we're gonna make our way upriver. We have our target
Let's
now.
keep it going, yeah.
Yeah, I think we
You wanna
should
keep it
stealth in. If
Well,
we
that's what I'm
don't
saying.
get the
Do we
mark
wanna-
tonight, we
well,
should.
That's what I'm saying. Do we want to call it here, like as we're gonna?
Yeah, I mean,
approach?
timing wise, I'm cool with that.
At least we know what we're
Oh, yeah.
doing. We
Because
have
the,
our
the
objective.
next segment
like-
will be pretty lengthy.
yeah. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
All right.
This is good.
So,
this is good because we can choose. We can like scout it out, then come back another day, get some info, or we can
XP.
just do it,
oh
yeah,
yes, you're
word.
right.
or we can just
Um,
more baseball swings and fireball.
We're pretty good at the murder.
Very sneaky.
Very, very sneaky.
Yeah, bro. Some of these feats for like, and just some of the just characteristics of being a human are ridiculous.
bear with me.
Like I have actor. When you're disguised as a real or fictional person, you have advantage on charisma, deception, and performance checks to convince people that I'm that person.
3150 total.
And I can mimic sounds or noises that creatures make. They have to make a DC save of 14. Otherwise, they can't tell the difference.
All right, ladies and gents, thank you for tuning in. Crit One and Done is calling in tonight. Normally we try to run on weekends to go a little bit later and longer, but we don't want to leave everybody waiting 3-4 weeks for every session. So try to play every 2 weeks about. Again, thank you for tuning in. We'll be posting the full episode on YouTube and taking some clips off for you guys to enjoy.
88.
So again, good night. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
See you guys later.
See ya, everyone.
Peace.